Well, it looks like a choice between managing director of British Leyland or stacking baked beans in Sainsbury's.
Rowan? Alexander Rowan?
Yes?
Hello, Muriel.
Arthur!
I've got it.
Got what?
Record player. You said you wanted a record player, remember?
Yeah, but I didn't want it for another couple of weeks, Arthur. I told you, it's for John's birthday. A couple of weeks, I said. Hello, Terry.
Mr. Standard?
Oh, Muriel, please.
A couple of weeks. I'll never hold on to that for a couple of weeks. They go like hot cakes.
Yeah, but do they go like record players?
You what?
What is that?
Genuine Chippendale. Worth a fortune.
Chippendale? A record player? Chippendale?
Yeah. Charlie Chippendale in Romford. You must have heard of him. He got the Duke of Edinburgh's Award for Industry last year.
I don't know, Arthur. I was thinking more in terms of something like a nice music centre, nothing fancy.
I could not lay my hands on one of them for a month at least. And it will cost you a lot more than this.
Oh, OK, bring it in. I suppose I'll have to do.
Terry?
Ain't you going to give us a hand?
With my back.
Hurry it up, Arthur. John's going to be back from school in a bit. I don't want him to see it. It's supposed to be a surprise.
Hurry up, Terry. Don't keep the customer waiting.
Better come and have a drink.
Oh, all right.
Right, sit down, would you? My name is Morley. I'm your probation officer. You were released this morning. Settled in all right?
I found a bed, if that's what you mean.
What do you expect? A royal suite?
Sorry?
Right, now, while you remain on parole, I am responsible for your welfare.
I know what you're responsible for, Mr. Morley. You don't have to explain.
Rowan, it's going to be hard enough getting you back to work.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. I just thought I could save you some time.
Right. Now, when you went inside, your wife divorced you, took the children to Australia, is that right?
Yes.
So you've got nowhere to live?
Not yet.
You presumably know that owing to the nature of the offence you went to prison for, there's no question of you continuing to practice as an accountant.
Quite.
So you've got two immediate objectives, a job and somewhere to stay once you leave this hostel.
It's in hand.
Oh, it is it?
Yes.
You understand, of course, that if you associate at all with anyone who has a record, then...
I do understand, yes. Is that all?
Let me know if you have any problems.
Yeah.
Mr. Jones is here?
Who's that?
From the VAT?
We'll turn the VAT off.
Look.
No, it's all right, it's all right. He made an appointment yesterday. You said it was okay.
Hell's bells. All right, wheel him in. Oh, Miss Fraser.
Yes?
Any word from Kuwait yet?
Not yet, Mr. Standen.
Well, keep trying.
Of course, Mr. Standen. Would you like to?
Now then, what do you want?
Hello, Ted.
Well, I'll be damned.
Probably, yeah.
I had no idea. I didn't know you were, well...
Out is the word.
Oh, sit down, sit down. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm just making sure it isn't all wired up.
Still got your old sense of humour, I see.
No, I haven't, Ted. I lost it the first day inside.
Have a cigar. They're Havanas, hand-rolled. You used to smoke one in each hand.
Something else I learned to do without.
Yeah, what's all this VAT malarkey, eh?
It's the only way I could get in here.
What's that? My ear's on the blink. You're welcome any time, old son. Stone to Crows, we're friends, aren't we?
I don't know. Are we?
Is the Pope Polish?
You look the picture of success, Ted. Very nice. You could be Rupert Murdoch sitting there. Oh, come on. Relax. You don't have to call in your muscle.
You want your old job back, Alex? You got it.
We both know why I'm here, Ted, so let's stop pouncing about. I want my 60 grand. My unpaid salary, you promised me.
Alex, I have to tell you something. While you were inside, there's been the most almighty recession. It's hit the property market right in the kishkas.
I kept your name out of court, Standing, and I kept you out of prison. The price, if you recall, was agreed at 60,000. You said it would be waiting for me when I got out. Well, here I am.
Kid, I'll be frank. I haven't got it.
You keep twice that in petty cash.
Straight up, I haven't got it.
How's Muriel?
Haven't a clue. We got divorced.
All right, then. What about little Johnny? It'd be a shame if anything happened to him, wouldn't it?
Don't try and frighten me, Rowan. I'm fireproof. Tell you what I'll do. I'll pay for a week's bed and board at the local YM. Can't be fairer than that, can I? Nobody ever accused Ted Standing of being cheapskate. Did they, Charlie?
Nobody ever accused you of being a cheapskate, Mr. Standing.
Hey, watch where you're going. What's the matter with you? You blind or something? Give those back. Let's go for a little spin. Oh, and here's your bag.
Gordon Bennett, what happened to you? Fall off the train or something?
I'm all right.
What happened? John,
Nothing.
what is it?
Nothing to get worked up about.
Who was it?
A couple of yobs from Lanscombe School.
Right, that settles it. From now on, I fetch you.
No, you can't.
You watch me.
Mum, you haven't picked me up from school since I was 10. It'll make me look a child. But I'm all right, really. Who are you calling? Look, I hope you realise this wasn't my idea.
Oh, no.
I felt ridiculous.
No more than me, sunshine. Listen. How do you know they were from the local comprehensive?
Well, they said so.
Oh, they introduced themselves, did they? Leave off.
They called me names. Usual routine. Goes on all the time. We get one of them, and they get one of us.
We?
Not me personally. I leave that to the rugger mob.
Yeah, but don't you want to get even with them?
You mean, am I out for revenge?
Yeah, it's only natural, isn't it?
No, it isn't natural. Look, one of the few characteristics separating humans from animals is our ability, if we choose, to rise above our baser instincts.
Give us a lager, Dave.
Why not, Terry?
Arthur. Arthur. Oi, you.
Terry, sometimes you make me quite perturbed.
Listen, how much longer have I got to play nursemaid to that kid?
As long as it takes.
How long's that?
Well, Terry, you got something against gainful employment? I mean, if you have, just say the word. I'll nip down the nearest exchange and take my pick from saddle soapers to brain surgeons.
Look, all I'm saying is that young Einstein is not mad about me waiting at the gates every night. And frankly, neither am I.
Well, you're not there to be popular. You're there to stop him getting knocked about by a load of comprehensive yobbos.
You're talking to one of those comprehensive yobbos, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Terry, 35p.
Look, his mother is a dear and valued friend. I am doing her a favour.
Well, you go and wait for him every night, then, and take the lip from his mates.
Terry, are you telling me you can't cope with a bunch of school kids? Oh, dear, I'm going to have a look at your ongoing potential. Now, look, drink your drink and shut up.
I think I'll have a touch of the tincture, landlord.
Sounds like you had a good day, Morris.
I have saved my good friend Abraham Jabowitz 560 quid on his income tax. That's what sort of a day I've had. Hey, what do you think of that, Arthur? 560 big uns.
500. I think I'll go and work at Victoria Station. It's quieter.
Hello, what's this?
No, it's just some old stock
hey,
I managed to shift.
Genuine Chippendale record players?
Yeah, I want to find out what it comes to, if you don't mind.
Arthur.
What?
If it don't come to £427.35p, get yourself a better calculator.
How much?
Perhaps we could discuss your slate, Arthur. Look, after VAT and tax, I don't get none of it. I don't know why I bother. You would have to show off, wouldn't you?
Right, I'm going. Doing the school run, ain't I? Early.
What's he on about?
Oh, he's minding Muriel Standon's kid.
Don't tell me you know Ted Standon?
No, but I know his ex-missus.
The B&C king.
B&C, Morris? What's that?
Bribery and corruption. Standon's turned it into a fine art.
Oh, for us. Hello, what's in your case then, you melon?
Look, leave me alone!
All right, that'll do. Hands off. Hang about, cowboy, this ain't your fight.
You're wrong again, Tarzan.
No, don't be silly, Sonny.
Come on, you big brave boy. Do you want some?
All right, you. Let's go and have a chat with your headmaster, eh?
Leave off your baby arm. Keep still then. Wait, we're not from Lanscombe School.
Do what?
We're not from the comprehensive.
Are these the same two jokers as last week?
I believe so.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right, then, come on, what's the game?
Somebody paid us too.
Paid you? Who?
I don't know.
How'd you get your money, then?
It's at the post office. Look, we didn't hurt him, honest. Duff him up a bit, they said. Once a week.
Oh, God, on your bike and don't come back. Pick up your case. So who'd pay to have you done over?
I don't know.
What's it all about, then?
I've no idea.
Well, I have.
Hold on, where you going?
Make sure he does his own work.
Well, you heard her. Get stuck in or there'll be no television.
Yes, I know about the regulations, Sir Brian. But there's ways round everything. Yeah. Well, why don't we have lunch and talk about it, eh?
Hit the tick, Julie, and stand back. Fine. Ted,
Oh, I'll call you back.
I want a word with you.
I've got an important call come through from New York. Yes, bye. What do you want, Muriel? And make it quick.
Someone is paying to have John roughed up.
Do what?
Once a week. Now, I want to know who, and I want to know why.
How do you mean, roughed up?
I thought you'd know, you Burke. It's written all over your face. It's something to do with one of your rotten deals, isn't it? Someone trying to put the arm on you through John.
I've no idea what you mean.
Oh, no. Oh, dear me, no.
You think I'd stand here and let that happen to the kid?
You'd help if there was a couple of quid in it.
What kind of father do you think I am, Muriel? Didn't I start a trust fund for the lad? Who are you ringing?
The police?
No coppers.
Right. Then let's get down to business, shall we?
You remember Alex Rowan?
Yes.
Well, he's out. He says I owe him. He's only ninepence in the bleeding shilling. I don't know him a bean.
Then I can tell him it's Rowan?
Bring in the police, and Rowan will blow the whistle, which will put me away for a start.
Where you belong?
Which will stop your maintenance and the kids' school fees. The whole gravy train, Muriel.
Come on, girl, keep punching.
I'd sooner be on the game than work for him. How do you stand it?
He pays me 3 times what I get anywhere else. And in a few months' time, I'm going to have enough money to put down on my house. And then, bye-bye.
Good for you.
What do you mean, letting her in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Standon. Don't you wish to see Mrs. Standon in future?
And what about my call to Kuwait?
Hey, what's all this?
Once upon a time, there was a bloke called Arthur Daly. He was a nice enough sort of geezer.
Oh, help yourself.
But he just couldn't mind his own business.
No, look, if it's about them record players...
Always poking his nose in where it didn't belong. One day, along comes somebody who broke it off. So, you call off your boy for minding Ted Standon's kid, all right?
Yeah, of course.
That way you get to keep your nose. And your teeth.
Any more tea in that pot?
Oh, yeah, I'll get you another cup.
Don't bother, you haven't got a foot in the mouth, have you?
No, not yet, no. So where'd you go?
To see his dad.
And?
It's one of his oppos. They fell out.
Well, what'd he say?
That John?
Yeah.
He said teach him karate.
Well, that's it. He's not going to fix a geezer.
That's it.
Not exactly a family man, is he?
When it comes to warmth and affection, Ted makes Hitler look like Francis of Assisi.
So what are you going to do?
Well, for a start, I'm going to ask you to go on minding him.
Yeah, OK, sure.
I know it's a drag, love, but what else can I do?
Well, I'm not exactly mad about people who take it out on kids.
Ta.
This other bloke, what was his name?
Rowan. Alex Rowan. He was Ted's chief accountant. Then there was this bribery and corruption case. Must be 3 years ago now. About the time Ted and me split. Rowan went down and Ted stayed out. He was supposed to pay Rowan to keep stum.
And now he wants his money.
Which Ted isn't forking out. Typical. Blood out of a stone's a doddle compared with getting him to let go of cash.
Listen, I better shoot. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him for you.
You're the first person in years I feel I can trust, Terry. You know that?
And that's me, innit? Old dependable.
Bye, love.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
So, it is to do with my father.
Oh, Terry, thank God you're here. I want words.
Thought you had enough of those already, Arthur.
No. This is no time to be satirical, my son. I have got a job for you I can't begin to describe. Lovely money, 4-day week, double time after 5 o'clock.
Hey, sounds handsome, doesn't it? Yeah, as soon as I've finished at the standards, I'll do it, certainly.
No, you don't understand. You have to start tomorrow.
Oh, don't be daft, I can't, can I?
Well, why can't you?
Well, I just told you.
Look, if you're worried about the kid, don't, because I talked to his mother and she don't mind.
When did you talk to her?
When?
Yeah, when? What time?
What is this, the Old Bailey? Am I on trial or something?
No, the only thing is, I spoke to her an hour ago and she was begging me to stay on.
All right, Terry, I'll be honest with you. No, come here, look. I have just had a discussion with a bloke. A big bloke, and I mean big, you know, one of them. And we reviewed the situation, and the upshot was that if you don't stop minding the kid, I am going to lose things.
What sort of things?
Just things. Parts of me that I'd rather hang on to. No, I'm serious, Terry.
Look, wasn't it the great Arthur Daly who once said, loyalty is above value?
Yeah, but it's loyalty and loyalty, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly. So when Muriel tells me to quit, I'll quit. All right?
He ain't getting the message, is he, Mr. Rowan?
No.
What do you want us to do?
I don't know. Let me think a minute.
If you ask me, we ought to have another word with his gaffer, that Arthur Daly bloke. Pull his ears off. What do you say, Phil?
Yeah.
Listen, you two, I don't want anyone face down in the river. This isn't Chicago. I'm not Al Capone. Just persuade them with something a little less, well, permanent.
What hand you write with?
This one.
Right, so that means you lead with this one, right? That's there for protection. Keep it up high all the time. Right, that's it. Now, I think you'll have to look at the geese you're going to hit, right? So, hit me.
I don't want to hit you.
Well, pretend I'm your dad.
Oh, look, why bother? I'm not interested in all this macho stuff.
Listen, do you want me wet nursing you for the rest of your naturals?
No.
Well, come on, try. I'm your dad, right? You don't like me, do you, son? No, I'll make you stand up straight. What you doing? Be a man. Come on, son. Come on. Tote that barge, lift that bale. Come on. Oh, no. Hold on. Come here. By the time you learn to box, you'll be in one. Look, pretend I'm you, right? Now grab me round the back of the neck like that geezer did the other day. No, grab me round the neck. That's it, right. Now, you don't need all this kung fu, although it does help, right? All you need is the heel down the shin and wallop, right on the instep. That'll stop him from creaming you.
I find this conversation extremely distasteful.
Will you suit yourself then?
No, wait. I'm sorry.
Thanks for trying to help him, Terry.
He may be brain of Britain, but he ain't going to get any A-levels at self-defence.
I've always been too protective. I wish I hadn't now. There's a big bad world out there just waiting to ease him up.
Yeah, well, thanks for the nosh.
You off anywhere special tonight?
No, I'm just shooting down a Winchester for a cuff. I get so bored going to the Savoy night after night.
Do us a favour.
I don't think I've got time.
Take him with you.
Hey?
Please.
Well, what for?
He's not going to learn much about life sitting here watching telly every night.
Well, do you fancy coming down to my club for a drink or what?
Have I got to change?
No, they'll let you in like that. Just get a jacket. You don't want to catch a chill, do you? You a bit of a punter, are you?
Only on certainties.
Let me give you a little fact of life. With these, there is no such thing as a certainty.
Well, we'll see.
Got it?
One more go yet?
Money I'll put in here, not all sniff. Woohoo! Buy myself a new school uniform with that lot. Not even taxed on it. Dear old Lord, what a stroke of luck.
Stroke of luck? I've been watching them. Every 8 goes is a small win, and every 15, a big one. Just enough to keep people playing.
Did you work that out all by yourself?
See what an expensive education does for you. Come on, I'll buy you a drink.
You're not old enough.
I'm 18 tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Well, in that case, you can buy me a drink, but you can't buy you one, can you? Come on.
Same again?
Yeah, lager and a Coke. On in.
Big spender, eh?
Big winner, look.
Why'd you work as a minder, Terry?
It beats starving.
Get much job satisfaction, do you?
Well, you have to make do with the talents you've got. You'll find that out, son. Do you know what you're going to do when you grow up?
There's no question about that.
Well, what?
I'm going to sort my father out, once and for all.
Arthur.
Muriel.
What a nice surprise. Come in.
Oh, Tuck. Sorry it's so late, but I just happened to be passing and... Pension?
I see. Oh, how awful. Well, I'll get someone else, of course, right away.
Oh, it's very good of you, Muriel.
If only I'd known.
There is just one thing, Muriel. When you tell him, don't let him know that you know about his trouble.
Right.
See, he's got this terrible pride. He cannot bear people making allowances for him, you know what I mean?
Glad you told me, Arthur.
Well, I thought it my duty, Muriel.
Well, with the amount of money I required, you can get a taxi.
You buy one, couldn't you?
Just about.
Your mum would go mad, you know. Hey, hold on. Back off, Pete. Wait, don't get hasty, son.
Wait a sec!
Wait a sec. What is this, Marquis of Bleeding Queensbury?
My hand, I think it's busted.
Oh, me foot. It's all swollen up. I don't believe this. 2 biggest jelly beans I've ever seen.
We're not used to this lot, but nowadays you got to take what's going, haven't you?
That's right, sunshine. So you're going to tell me where Rowan is?
Well, tell him, Ron, will you? Then we can go home. He'll be in Sid's Noshery tomorrow at 11, straight up.
Where?
Sid's Noshery.
Thank you. Thank you. Come on, ladies. It's time to go home.
Well done, Rocky.
Thanks.
See, just go for the vital parts. It's easy, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you what, you would have been proud of John Boy tonight.
They're these two chaps.
John, it's late. You got school tomorrow. Off to bed, go on.
But can't I tell you?
You can tell me tomorrow. Now, good night.
I'll see you, Terry.
Yeah, rock on. Well done.
Thanks.
Look, I'm sorry if I kept him out too late.
No, it's not that.
I'll tell you what, if it hadn't been for him, I would have ended up as hamburger meat tonight.
What? You've not been in a fight, have you?
Well, no,
Oh,
there was-
God, are you all right? You ought to be resting. Why don't you sit down or something? Come on.
Get up, I'm all right.
Terry, love, I'm really grateful for what you've done for John.
Yeah, he's come along fine, hasn't he?
Here,
What's that?
it's what I owe you. I'm having to let you go.
They're not finished with him yet, you know.
I'll manage. We'll be all right.
Well, you're the boss. Just turns round and gives me my cards. Well, I don't understand. He gives us a lager, Dave.
Well, Murray.
I mean, there's no reason given, nothing.
Well, who knows with women, my son? 1 minute you're beating them off with a club, the next it's don't slam the door on your way out.
There you go.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, I think that's right.
Oh, I see. Everybody goes Dutch now, don't they? Bloody common market. Vodka and tea, please, Dave.
Right.
Well, cards or no cards, I'm not done yet.
What does that mean?
I owe that kid a favour for last night.
Now, look, Terry, leave charity work to the Sally Army and Jimmy Savile, will you? You're off the payroll. End.
That'll be 60p, Arthur.
Yeah, stick it on the slate, Dave.
Arthur, I want to have a word with you about your slate.
Dave, I am busy. I am in conference.
Arthur, would you have a word with my financial advisor?
You owe my client £13.41p.
Client? Am I going to flee the country for 13 quid?
Probably.
Look, I don't come here to be insulted.
No? Where do you go?
How's the Chippendale record players doing, Arthur?
You know, this recession is killing old-fashioned friendliness. The ice is getting into the soul of this country, just like they said in New Society.
It's too early for that, I'll see you.
Where are you off to?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Come back here.
No, I'm just gonna have a quiet word with this Rowan geezer.
Alex Ryan?
Yeah, do you know him?
The bloke who just done some for Ted Stanton.
Yeah, that's the one.
I taught him all he knows. Not all I know, though.
You taught him, Murray? I didn't know you was a professor.
Evening classes. I took a class or two back in the Punic Wars. He was the best accountant of the year. Young Rowan. And he screwed up. He got ambitious. And from there to being a crook is a very short step for mankind. So what does he do? He goes and works for Ted Stanton. And before you can say Charlton Athletic, he's flopping out.
Yeah, well, your star pupil is now beating up kids.
Hey, Terry, if you go out through that door, don't bother to come back. Just keep on going, because it is the end of the road for you and me.
What is this, gone with a bleeding wind?
I am serious, Terry. I'm using my serious voice.
Just a minute. I mean, Alex Rowan was never heavy metal. I mean, it's not like him to use frighteners.
Stanton owes him money.
Well, what's it to you, anyway?
I'll tell you what it's to me. There's two things in life I can't stand. Sugar in tea, and the other is a man who bribes his way into replacing churches with multi-storey car parks. Where is Rowan now?
In a little cafe round the corner.
Can I come with you?
Yeah, if you want, yeah.
Just a minute. May I remind you, we have an agreement, an arrangement. I tell you what to do and where to go, and you do very well out of it, Terry, if I may say so.
Oh, yeah?
I have an assignment for you now, and I can't have my employees swanning around...
Arthur.
What?
Shove it.
That was gratuitously offensive, Terry.
Terry! Phone.
Cheers, Dave. Hello? Hello, John. No, well, your mum pays the bills, so what she says goes. Sorry to hear about what? My heart? She said what? Arthur? Oi, oi! Oh, come here! Oi, you!
Now, listen, Terry.
No, you listen, driver. Just sit there and shut up.
Hello, Alex. Maury.
Hello, Alex.
All right.
Come on. Go for a nice little drive, eh? Down by the river. Driver.
I didn't want to get rough, I swear it, but what else could I do?
All right, how long did you work for Stanton?
A couple of years.
So he was nowhere more bodies are buried than the gravedigger.
Nothing I can use against him.
Just think a minute. Don't be hasty.
Terry, I'm not serving any useful purpose here, so I'll just slide off and get a few chores.
No, Arthur. You can serve a useful purpose here by staying here and shutting up.
Yeah, but look...
Otherwise, I'll tell your dear friend Muriel what a lousy fibber you are and how you deceive her something rotten.
Yeah, Terry, this Standon, he don't fool around, you know. I mean, anyone who gets in his way ends up propping up flyovers.
Arthur?
What?
Don't upset me.
No.
Alex, Standon must have plenty of cash about to bribe the punters. Well, he's got to keep it somewhere. Now think.
He keeps it all over the place. I know he milks his son trust fund for a start.
He put money by for John. That's a giggle. We can't stand him.
Well, of course he can't, but we can't prove anything. I mean, the firm that manages the fund is owned by Standon.
How old is the boy?
Who cares? He's underage.
He's 17. No, hold on. It's his birthday. He's 18 today.
17, 18? What is all the fuss about?
He's 18? Terry, can you find him?
John?
Hi, Terry.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, fine.
Come here. Got someone I want you to meet. This is Maury, Mr. Levin.
Hello, son.
How do you do? What's going on then?
Listen, do you remember when I asked you what you wanted to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to get even with your old man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you mean it?
Of course I did.
And I'm right in thinking today's your birthday?
That's right.
Many happy returns.
Thanks.
How old are you?
18. Look, what's this all about?
Today you're grown up.
That's right. The majority age is 18 now.
Well, just think a minute, John. You're legally grown up. You can do all the things mature grown-ups do. You can get drunk, you can see porno pictures, you can vote, you can join the army and shoot people.
Yes, but what...
And also, John, you can sue people.
Come here a minute. There's a bloke here who owes you an apology.
Sorry, John.
I've got a good mind to turn you over to the coppers, you great bully.
Oh, Muriel.
It's okay, Mum. We sorted things out. Thanks.
And you shouldn't be doing so much running around.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that at the moment. Maury wants to ask you a question.
Yes. Mrs. Standard, tell me, do you sincerely want to be rich?
You what?
Well, John's father set up a trust fund for the boy some time ago. Isn't that right?
When he was 2, yes. Why?
Yeah, well, knowing what he was like, didn't you find that a bit odd?
Well, I just sort of assumed that was his way of hiding some funny money. That's his main hobby.
Well, John here is now qualified to ask questions about his trust fund. Him being 18 today and everything.
What kind of questions?
Awkward ones, I hope.
You couldn't handle your father, John. You wouldn't know where to start.
No, but Maury would.
You mean you'd act for?
He's red hot with figures. When I put up the idea, he was the first person I thought of. I mean...
That'll do, Arthur.
Well, I would gladly act as John's accountant.
Right, let's get started then.
But there's just one snag.
Snag? You didn't say nothing about a snag?
What's wrong?
Standon knows me, knows my face. I wouldn't last 5 seconds.
Fine time to tell us, isn't it?
All right, no sweat.
What do you mean, no sweat?
Well, I can tell someone else what to say. I mean, I could write it down. We just need someone that Standon doesn't know to go in and act the part.
Well, it's only Terry and me.
Terry's too young, Arthur.
I suppose so. Hey, hold on. You can't be serious. No, don't be ridiculous. Never.
Arthur?
Oh, hello, John.
Hello, Miss Fraser. I'd like to see my father, please.
Of course. John's here.
John who?
Your son.
If he's after money, tell him nothing's doing. What's he think I do? Photocopy it?
It's my birthday.
It's his birthday.
What? Oh, God, all right. 5 minutes.
Good luck, love.
Thanks.
Sit down. What's all this about a birthday?
Oh, that's right, Dad.
I didn't make a note of it.
Well, you said you wanted to see me on my birthdays. Maybe if it's inconvenient,
No, sit down. I've got a lot on my plate right now.
I understand.
I'm hanging on this big deal with the Arabs.
Sounds terrific, Dad.
Son, I'm not talking about a few quid here. I mean, this one involves millions.
Well, if anyone can pull it off, you can.
Yeah. Oh, no, John, how are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
But you can't rush these blokes. As a matter of fact, it's like trying to do business with a bleeding glacier.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
On with him.
Mr. Standon.
Yeah.
You're a friend of Mr. Standon's?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Are you sure you got the right place?
He just came in. Young geezer with glasses.
Oh, you mean Mr. Standon Jr.? John.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Oh, hello. An old geezer with glasses.
May I help you, sir?
No, I'm with him.
I see.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Don't tell me. You're with them?
That's right.
Just a minute. I know you.
Left school when I was 15, did a paper round, worked on building sites, dug potatoes. Hard days, lad. But it made a man of me. I remember the time...
Dad?
What?
May I ask you a question, please?
What are fathers for, son, but to answer questions from their children?
It's about my trust fund.
You what?
You set one up for me, didn't you?
What's this sudden interest in your trust fund? I mean, it doesn't mature till you reach majority.
Ah, well, I was talking to my accountant today.
Just a minute, hold on. You were talking to your... what?
My accountant.
Oh, I see. You've got an accountant, have you?
Yes.
But you're just a kid.
No, Father. I'm 18 today, and that is the age of majority. So, I would like to discuss my financial affairs, starting with my trust fund.
Get out, wasting my time with these dopey ideas. Go on, off it.
Actually, I brought him along. I think you should sit in on this. Would you step in, Mr. Daly?
Yeah. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
This is my father, Mr. Daly.
Arthur E. Daly, Institute of Certified Accountants.
I'm going to count to 3.
My client would like to discuss the trust fund.
1.
That you set up in 1964, I understand?
2.
To mature when he came of age. Is that correct?
3.
And that's what your darling boss did to him.
But that's awful.
Yeah, you watch out, Miss Fraser. You could be next.
You could be right.
My client would like to know when he can expect to use the income from the fund.
Miss Fraser, where the hell's Charlie?
Was any arrangement made to do so prior to the maturity of the trust? It is managed, I understand, by Filbert Nominees Limited, a company resident in the Isle of Wight.
Man.
Isle of Man. That's correct.
Who told you about Filbert Nominees?
I also understand the aforementioned company, the controlling body of my client's trust fund, is a company wholly owned by Standon Enterprises. To wit, you, Mr. Standon.
Who gave you this load of old cobblers, eh?
I also understand from my client that you're not exactly a strong candidate for Parent of the Year awards. So the idea of you setting up a trust fund for your son is about as likely as, well, Crystal Palace winning a European Cup. I am willing to lay you odds that if we was to look into this trust fund, instead of the 200,000 that should be there, we find nothing but a couple of old buttons and a dead rat.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Mrs. Standon said you were saving up to buy a house.
Well, I'm just going to have to skimp on the carpets, aren't I?
Thank you, Ted. I know how that must have hurt.
Excuse me, Mr. Rowe, may I, Oh, in all the excitement, you've gone and signed it 1991, Mr. Standon. And your initials. So, there we are. We've not quite finished yet, Mr. Standon.
It's this bloody daylight robbery.
Yes, well, you probably know more about that than we would. It's a little matter of Mrs. Standon's maintenance, and her mortgage, and my client's school fees. I have all the papers here. They're all in arrears. Well, a busy man like you can't be expected to remember everything, can he? What should we say, year's payment in advance for all 3? Good, well done. Thank you for being so understanding. You see how efficient you can be when you try.
Go to well.
Thank you.
You better answer it. Might be Mr. Wright.
Fat Jones. Hello, Mr. Standon's office. Kuwait. I'll hold. Put them through.
Well, I think that concludes my client's business. Thank you for your time, sir.
I hope you mean that.
Mean what?
Conclude. Nothing personal. But if you fetch up here again, I'll have you shredded.
My word is my bond, Mr. Standen.
Glad to hear it.
Of course, if by any chance these cheques are not honoured...
Leave it out. You think I want the fraud squad having a working holiday on the Isle of Man?
No, of course not. Nice room. You know what it needs? Record player. Sort of antique. Chippendale.
Yes. Then we could set all this to music, couldn't we? Go on, get out.
Thank you.
I don't believe this. You've done it.
I certainly have. There we are.
He was fantastic.
He certainly was.
It was nothing. All you need is a bit of chutzpah, bit of nerve. He who dares wins, remember that?
Yes, you can put them through. Look, don't go without me. I'm going to buy you a drink. Hello? Sheikh Rashid? You're ready to sign the contract. Good. Yes. Yes, I will tell Mr. Standen. He is in conference at the moment with the delegation from Israel. He's helping them build a missile base. Hello? He rang up.
I looked Standen square in the eye. I said, Standen, your threats don't frighten me. I have been frightened by experts. And in comparison, you nondescript script, Pete, you are still at kindergarten. And here is the pitch, I said. Either you pay up or you have me to deal with in more ways than one. Or words to that effect.
Listen, I don't expect you'll hear this very often, but I'm proud of you, my son.
Well, I'm very proud of John for standing up to his father like that. Come here.
Hello, happy birthday, John.
Well, it was Maury who told me what to say.
Arthur, could I have my script back? You never know, I may be able to use it again.
Maury, I didn't actually use the script, you know. I mean, I just used a basic idea, and I'm more extemporising, you know. I mean, I'm very good at thinking on my feet.
Mr. Daly?
Yes, my son.
Mum says you know all about record players.
Does she?
Well, the thing is, she bought me one for my birthday.
Oh, did she?
Well, the thing is, it won't work.
Won't work?
She said she went to some Flash Harry who sold her a dud.
Somebody told me they were intended for the Swedish market. Won't go on our electricity. Of course, I don't know.
Mum said if I talk to you, maybe you could get it fixed.
Oh, did she?
It's lucky you can think on your feet, isn't it, son?
I can think on my feet.
Arthur.
What?
Who's paying for this junkie?
It's on me. It's the least I can do. Landlord? Sorry, I haven't got anything smaller than that.
I'm sure I can change it for you, sir. Perfect, sir. For you, sir, we do have credit. Have you ever considered becoming a member of this establishment?
Proposed.
Seconded.
Third.
Hereby elected.
Come on in. Speech.
My friends, for so you all are, I don't want to dwell on my involvement with this business this afternoon, but I would just like to say these few words.
A drink from me.
The drinks are on me.
Oh.
You know, no!
Drinks are on, Arthur. Eric, what are you having? A large one. It's a large Bacardi.
What do you reckon? Any chance?
Not a lot.
No, but they're my lucky numbers, 1 and 2.
Can't you count after those?
Yeah. I'll just get stuck after 4.
Paying tax?
Oh, yes, the only way to do it, isn't it?
So they say.
This guy's had a result of the first 2 winners, and he's on a 12-1 for the treble.
Get the gun and spread it around, would you?
I'm a student of form, eh?
Not difficult, darling. Numbers, mathematics. Didn't you get an O-level?
Woodwork.
Don't polish the woodwork here. The punters can't give me their bets.
Hello, Jim. Sorry, mate. Here you go. Any luck? Oh, not a thing.
Same as him.
You're new here, aren't you?
You're quick.
Well, no, I'm not quick, but I am a trier. You know what, don't you? I mean, you'd look better behind a roulette table down Curzon Street.
thought you were going to say Tesco's. You work there.
I've got an idea. I could tell you my complete life story when you finish work. How's that?
No, thanks.
Not even a runner?
Not even under starter's orders. I was Charlie's wife.
You? Oh, Charlie's wife? God. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It was 5 months now.
No, it don't matter. I was well out of order. I'm sorry.
Why? I mean, people are a bit surprised. He was a bit older than me, but he was lovely, my Charlie.
Charlie? Well, smashing bloke, yeah.
Thanks.
So, you're going to manage your shop by yourself, are you?
Yeah, why not? I've been around bookmakers all my life. Charlie, my dad was a bookie, and his brother. I didn't have nursery rhymes when I was a kid. I was just brought up on the runners and riders for Kempton Park and the Timeform Black Book.
I've been looking for someone like you since I was 14 years old.
You work for Arthur Daly, don't you?
No, not for. With. We can still have a drink after you finish, can't we?
Okay, just for a drink.
That's right, yeah. Where? Boozer on the corner?
Yeah, all right.
Right, about 6, eh?
7.
And don't forget my winnings.
Barry's been murdered.
Do what?
Barry, been murdered.
No, I don't believe it. Who? How? I mean, shot? Strangled?
No, not murdered. Murdered by the horses, murdered.
Oh, that?
Take heed, my old son. If a bookie like Barry can't win, who can?
Yeah, but he does lay odds for some very nasty people, doesn't he?
No, not nasty. Just people who can't get credit with kosher turf accountants. And people who do not like paying tax.
Who does, Arthur?
Anyway, he needs you. He's going to pay out today.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, company. Go with him to the bank.
Do I get paid for my company? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, go on, then.
What, you mean this minute?
Yeah.
All right. Aren't you coming?
No, I've seen a bank. Anyway, I've got to see a fella about some fireplaces.
Some what?
Fireplaces. Victoriana. They're knocking down some old houses, and I can sell the fireplaces to decent, middle-class people who want to gentrify their houses after they've evicted the sitting tenants who put in these high-speed gas fires.
Say that again.
Fashion. Fashion full circle. Don't you ever read the Houses and Gardens?
You want them all?
Whatever you got. I mean, it's just rubbish, isn't it? I mean, no intrinsic value.
Well, in that case, why do you want them?
I'm a collector, Pat.
The name's Dermot.
All right, Pat, I'll call you Dermot. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a score apiece, but intact. I don't want no damaged goods.
I seen an article the other day. Quite fashionable, these things. House and garden.
Never. What, these? Look, would you want one of them in your house? Of course not.
I've got underfloor heat.
Well, there you are, then. Hey, do you know the Romans invented that?
Yeah. Funnily enough, I got the stuff from 2 Greeks.
Greeks, Romans, all part of our Western culture, Pat. Isn't it, Dermot?
Here, let's get a move on, eh?
Why, what's occurred?
In about 2 minutes, I'm liable to be nicked.
What have you done?
Now, as a young and loitering sus, I'm doing outside a bank, eh? When you going to make the payout?
Later. But don't leave me alone. I get nervous when I'm carrying cash.
How much have you got in here, then?
23K.
Whew. Heavy load, isn't it? Bad week.
Week? That was a day. It's a high-risk business, mine.
So it seems, yeah.
Well, most of the time it's a good living. Well, I'm not like Ladbrokes. You know, the margin's dicey. And the people I associate with, they don't like to hang about for their winnings.
Oh, well, the only thing is, I've got a meet tonight.
Well, that's nice. You'll be through by 9.
Oh, well, could we just pop in and see a friend? Won't take 2 minutes.
We'll make it sharpish.
All right. I'll tell you what, swing a left here. You know we're going to have a meet tonight?
Yeah.
Well, something's come up.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'll be finished by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought maybe we could go out and have a little meal. Listen, what happened to my bet?
You lost.
Terrific, isn't it? Do you know Mr. Wong's?
Yeah.
Thought maybe we could meet there, have a bit of sweet and sour and various, and you don't look too thrilled.
Well, we were just going to have a drink.
Yeah, all right, so now we're going to have a meal instead.
Listen, Terry, you're not even under starter's orders.
Leave it out. All I'm saying is we're going to have a meal.
OK.
Great. I'm well known at Mr. Wong's, you know. Oh, yes.
See you.
Just the thing for now, Dave. Now the nights are drawing in, a really cheery fire.
I don't know, Arthur.
Now, you just listen to me, Dave. I mean, take a place like this. I mean, look at the decoration.
Oh, she chose the wallpaper.
She's certainly got an eye for interior decoration, Dave. But as I was saying, you imagine a roaring fire, warm hearth, lovely mantelpiece. It's more sort of welcoming, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the nice fire myself, Arthur.
I mean, you imagine, for example, Dave, a lovely fireplace just there.
No, not there, Arthur. That's only our board wall, that is.
How about there?
That's party wall. Straight through in a butcher's deep freeze.
They can do anything these days, Dave, all them architects. I mean, we're not talking about rebuilding Rome, are we? We're talking about a simple chimney. Now, I happen to know the district surveyor. Personal friend, as a matter of fact.
Members only, old pal.
Just a visitor, mister.
Oh, hello, Pat. How's it going, Dermot? What'll it be? Half a Guinness.
Just a dry martini with a dash of lemonade and lots of ice, please. About them fireplaces.
Chip, can they give you any cod? Later.
I'll get it back.
Sound a bit confident?
Because he's a mug punter. You a betting man?
Well, I like a punt, yeah, nothing big though.
And do you win?
I'm about even, I think.
That's what they all say, Terry. Occasionally they get lucky, and suddenly they think they're winners. I used to punt, you can't beat the book. Clients, that's a laugh. I call them mugs. I despise them. No, really.
Do something else then.
What? Insurance? Stockbroker? Odds on a man's life?
This is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, they like this. Places like this. No prying eyes and all that. Sometimes I forget the combination. That's him, the big saloon. Shan't be a minute. 16K, eh?
Do you want me to come with you?
No, no problem. Hi, there you go, Ray. Hey, you aren't Ray. Just a minute. Terry! Terry! You aren't Ray. Tell!
courage. Honestly. Help me.
Ray, help us! A man robbed me! Get us to the hospital. It's Terry. He could die.
What are you talking about, robbed?
He nicked my dough. Ray, just help us. Get him in the car, please.
Your dough? That's my dough.
I think you should stay here for the night.
No chance.
I'll have 3 days off work.
What work?
I beg your pardon?
Nothing, it don't matter.
Well, just take it easy.
Another drink, Mrs. Warner?
I don't think so. If you meet Mr. McCann, just tell him he's lost another bet.
Oi, what you doing still in bed? And on your own?
What you do with the key to my flat?
Well, letting myself in. No, don't go back to Kip. Come on, I need help. I've got some fireplaces I want shifted over to the lockup.
I do not feel like humping fireplaces around. I've got a bad back.
Yeah, so have I.
So have you. 8 stitches, that is. Doctor said I've got to rest for a few days.
Doctors, what do they know? What'd you do, slip?
Yeah, I slipped while some other geezer was trying to decapitate me.
No, bit of bother.
No, well spotted.
Well, I mean, in your trade, that's industrial injury, isn't it? It's one of the hazards of your profession.
Thanks very much for all your sympathy.
No, that's all right, Terry.
Actually, listen, this mate of yours,
Yeah?
buried a book. What do you reckon on him, mate?
Oh, 18 carat. No, 22 carat, one of our own.
Oh, no, that's what I mean.
What do you mean that's what you mean? Come on, get up, make us a cup of tea.
Hey, I'm an invalid.
Well, surely you can pour a drop of hot water on a tea bag, can't you?
No.
Terry, you know what your trouble is? Self.
Dolly? Dolly? Look, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't phone or anything. I was at the hospital.
Measles?
No, not me. Look, I'm sorry, really.
Why'd you go to the hospital?
Oh, it don't matter. It's nothing serious or anything else. Look, have you got an hour or so at lunchtime?
Where?
Anywhere. The boozer?
I've got to be back for the first race at Cattering. 12:30 then?
Yeah, smashing, yeah. I'm sorry.
Look, just don't blow me out again, okay?
Barry? Terrible thing last night. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Terry?
Well, I was just saying to
I'll
Terry.
ask him, I'll ask.
Come in. Yeah, how are things? The back, I mean. I was
Oh,
really
things,
sorry
you
about...
set it up.
Oh, me?
Yes, you set it up.
You got it all wrong.
Look, I saw you in the hospital, didn't I? You were having kittens.
No, look, Terry gets a bit impetuous. I've been telling him, in my book, you are 18 carat.
I apologise. I'm sorry. Oh, he's sorry. He apologises. What are you saying, eh? Are you owning up? Is that what you're saying?
It all went wrong, Tell.
Don't like a bleed neck. Reasonable. The man may have a decent excuse.
Oh, I better bleed near it.
Terry, I'm going to knock the picture off the wall.
Maybe I'll hang him up there instead.
Look, I can explain. Can we go in the drawing room? was going to be simple. You were just there as a witness. So when Ray Newell drove in the car park, you'd substantiate my story. A guy robbed me, but you were too quick, Terry. I swear, my life, the guy was going to drive off, that's all. But when you grabbed the car door, the man panicked. He didn't know what to do. You were too brave, Terry.
Fool to himself. There you are, Terry. You are too brave.
Yeah. 8 stitches too brave. All right, then, what was the moody, eh? Waste paper in the envelope. Did you seriously think that Ray Newell would swallow that?
What else? I'm skinned.
I beg your pardon?
I'm skinned.
No, I heard what you said. Just took a few seconds to sink in. Oi, you haven't weighed in for Terry's performance last night yet?
Oh, God.
No, you'll be all right.
I'd better.
Charles.
What am I going to do?
Have an early holiday.
Well, what's he going to do? That Ray? He ain't going to kill me, is he?
You can ask him yourself in a minute.
What I am worrying about is my dough.
Wait, you see, Ray? Well, you were there.
I don't care. You lost your money, so, as I've told you, that's your fault. We don't want to have a fight about it, do we? I mean, I've given up fighting. Cyril? He doesn't fight. Ram? He doesn't want to fight in case he spoils his suit. Mind you, he's pretty handy with that kickbox and all the martial arts. Arthur, you don't want to fight, do you?
No. As a matter of fact, we were just on our way out.
How's your back?
Fine.
Nasty wound.
Oh,
Where's my money?
I need time.
Oh, you are terrific. I mean, just look at him. I do bets with you every week. It must have been thousands over the months, and I have a little tickle, and you don't pay. Would you believe that?
well, as I was about to say, it's really nothing to do with us, is it?
I want you to stay to see fair play.
Oh, fine, but I've got some business.
Haven't I? Your car keys.
Why?
Why? Because you owe me 16 grand. Keys. Now, let's see. BMW, quite nice condition. Shall we say 3,500? Fair?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, yes, it is very fair, Barry.
It is not a seller's market, Barry. Logbook. Oh, Ram, go and find his cash.
Right.
What do you reckon, Cyril?
Well, sofa table's nice. Regency. Mahogany, say 400.
400?
People hear Regents and they think they've got a gold mine. Put it in an auction. You won't get any more.
400.
Dining chairs, Victorian, set of 6. Nice condition, 285.
He's mastered this bloke, hasn't he? He's better than a fellow on a telly.
Where'd you get the looking glass, Barry?
Oh, I don't know, a junk shop.
Really? We're talking about £600. Quite early, original condition, very fine.
Oh, this is your lucky day, Barry.
late 19th century. 250. Four landscape watercolours. Simple stuff, 50 apiece.
Oh, I'll have one of them if it's okay.
Why not? Cash.
Oh, yeah, of course. Her indoors likes a nice watercolour.
Wait, whose side are you on?
You don't mind, do you, Barry?
See what I've got? Bird's eye dough.
Well, what's this worth after it thaws out?
2K.
Eh?
2,000.
Oh. Have you got any more in your airing cupboard? Ram, start to get this stuff outside, will you?
Me? You know I don't do manual work, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. We'll get those other fellows up here. Tell her to bring my car. Now, I'd just like you to check these figures with me, Barry. That's £9,876, okay?
Yeah, anything you say.
Mm-hmm. Now, 16,000 minus, well, we're talking about £6,100. We won't bother about the £24. When?
I don't know.
Really? Let's say 3 days?
I haven't got it.
I do like this guy. Am I being reasonable, Arthur? It's a debt of honour, Barry. I don't like violence. I can't sue you. I can't get the Ombudsman to write to you.
I need time.
No. If you're not going to give it to me, I am going to hurt you.
What do you mean?
I've told you. I'm not a violent man. But I've got to have some satisfaction. Well, you understand that, eh? Now, if you get away with this, what will the others do? They'll all start to knock me. And if I let you get away with this, you're turning me into a right wally. Tell him, Arthur.
Well, Barry, what I think Ray is saying is you've got to be fair.
Now, what is an arm or a leg? £6,000? Personally, I'd rather have the money. But if I don't get the money, it's got to be an arm or a leg.
Wouldn't I make a pot of tea, would you?
No. Anyway, I've taken all the cups, haven't I?
In and out, no mess. Very efficient. They're better than Pickford's.
Does he mean it? Yeah, I think he does.
Well, of course he means it. You can't blame the man, can you? I mean, can you fault his logic? No. He's been paying you all this time, and now you can't pay him. So he's got the hump. Seems reasonable to me.
He isn't giving me a chance. A few weeks, I'll be okay. Yeah, I don't suppose you can...
No. Oh, don't never a debtor, nor a lender be, nor
Just a long shot, Arthur.
No, against my principles, Barry. No, the best thing for you now is have a very early holiday. Terence, time for my lunch.
What time is it?
Nearly 1.
1? No, Daddy!
Terry knew Dolly Warner.
Oh, yeah, very close. Right little bird bandit, Terry. I think he's in love.
Dolly, I'm sorry. I mean, there was no way I could do anything, honestly.
Now, what we are talking about, Terry, is a moral dilemma.
I thought we were talking about breaking a leg.
Precisely. 6 grand or a leg. I mean, is that a fine distinction?
Of course it bleeding is.
Listen, look, the fella knocked Ray. If people like us can't trust ourselves, who can we trust? Wish the Inland Revenue would give us an option. 6 grand or a leg. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
You wouldn't have any legs, would you, or arms?
Look, listen, my son, it's a dog-eat-dog world. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to stitch up a simple Irishman. What's wrong with that, eh? Look at that. Very nice, Pat. Any more, Dermot?
A few. But here is something else.
Oh, yeah?
How about that?
Another fireplace.
Do you know what that is?
A fireplace?
An original Adam fireplace.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious, isn't it?
Do you remember the big Georgian house at the end of the street?
No.
Well, I got that there. And I know an Adam fireplace has got to be valuable.
Nah, not particularly. Well, it's a nice, clean job.
Oh, I've cleaned it up all right.
What do you reckon?
Me?
Yeah. One of my staff. Bit of a connoisseur.
Well, it's old Adam, obviously.
The real McCoy?
Yeah, that's him. Adam McCoy, he's the one.
Now, look, Pat, I know you're just a simple artisan, Dermot, but what are you expecting for this item?
400.
For what? You got Irish bananas?
400.
Look, don't let's quibble, Pat. I'm a very fair man, Dermot. I'll give you a ton.
No, sir.
Well, Adam, what's his name, is well known in the fireplace business.
Highly respected. Hmm?
You're a hard man, but I up my figure. No, I can't do it. Come on. I'll tell you what, 300 and we touch hands now.
Done.
Thing of beauty, Terry. I knew it immediately. You get off! It's Robert Adam, the governor, they reckon. Oh, he'd be well pleased to know the punters still get so much pleasure after all these years.
Oh, dear, I bet the Irishman would be well pleased and all. 5 grand?
More, possibly. I knew it, Terry. I could feel it in my water. That is why I am an entrepreneur, not your simple general trader.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I mean, I can see it now. Arthur Daly takes over Harrods.
Cheap jibe, Terence, cheap jibe, but it could happen. And you'd be very happy to be part of the firm. Meanwhile, round to Desi's garage, get a van for tonight, pick up the rest of them fireplaces.
Oh, no, not tonight, no.
Why not?
Dolly.
I thought you'd had a ruck.
Yeah, but you know me. Smooth talker. See, that's the difference. You got the dough, I got the charm. Keep your own fires burning.
Eh?
Yeah? Hello, Peter. How's your luck? No, of course I'm still in business. What do you mean? Where did you get that idea? No. Yeah? Kempton? 3 o'clock? Bandy Lad. What's that? B-A-N-D-Y? Bandy Lad. Monkey to win. You're on, son. Peter, I hate to ask you this, but I need the cash.
Cheers.
See, I told you I was well known here.
Why?
Oh, well, I did a favour for him. There's a bit of bother here about 14 months ago.
Like what?
Well, it was nothing serious. It was just, well, a couple of young tearaways terrifying the punters.
And you sorted it out?
Well, basically, yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting a job?
Eh?
Yeah, job. You know, employment, career, pay packet at the end of the week, promotion.
Pension?
You think that's funny, don't you?
No, just think you're having a pop at me, that's all.
No, I'm not.
Why does everybody want me to get a nice job?
Because you haven't got a job. Arthur Daly, that's not a job. He's just a small-time gangster.
Gangster Arthur?
Do you like him?
Of course I like him. He's a mate. All right, I'll own up. He's a bit dishonest, right? Bit of a liar. Well, no. Not really a liar, but, well, a bit of a rogue, that's all. That's only the nice side of his character.
I give up.
Voila, as they say. Nice, eh?
Oh, yes, nice clean job.
That's exactly what I said. Robert Adam, as you well know.
But there's Adam and... Adam?
Oh, indeed there is.
Yes. Just as I thought.
Right.
That's an Adam.
Knew it straight away.
But not from his factory, that's the rub, Arthur.
Factory? I got this from a Georgian house.
They were all at it in those days. Just as nice, but not from the master's workshop. If it were a nice one from him, we'd be talking about $5 grand. Plus.
Well, that's what I thought.
I placed it at the end of the 18th century, circa 1790.
Oh, that is old, you know.
It is, Arthur. But it's only £600.
You sure?
Sorry.
Well, it's better than my place, yeah.
One of these days you might see inside.
I thought maybe I could come in for a coffee.
I don't think you're really the coffee type, are you?
OK. Well, thanks for a lovely evening.
I bet.
No, really, I mean it.
Thanks.
Bloody hell.
What's the matter?
No, I'm sorry. It's my shoulder. It's stitches. Sorry.
Thought it was passion.
Well, it could be. Don't let it put you off.
Hey, you don't work in the day, do you?
No, not very often, no.
Would you like to come racing tomorrow? I've got some people I've got to meet at Kempton Park. Do you fancy it?
Yeah. Yeah, please. Smash it.
Right. Can you pick me up here at 12, yeah?
Of course I can.
See you.
How come I'm not invited?
I don't know. Just not, that's all.
Well, am I a leper?
No. Well, only in the social sense. Jacket?
It's lovely, isn't it? Here I am lending you my best bins. You're going off to have a day out, and I'm going to be humping fireplaces.
Yeah, well, it's tough being a whatchamacallit, isn't it? An entrepreneur, isn't it?
Still, it's only Kempton Park, isn't it? It's not as if we're talking about Royal Ascot.
Still, it's better than humping fireplaces, isn't it? Lock up on your way out.
Oh, come on, Dolly. I've just had a rough spell. The bookies I work for, they was getting greedy. They wanted to cut my commission, and the big firms won't entertain me. That's why I'm asking you to take a small bet.
What's small?
A monkey, and it isn't even a favourite. The punter will take starting price, so you can shave a few points by laying out on the opening prices.
Simple, eh?
Yes, it is simple.
Cash.
Bandy lad, Kempton, 3 o'clock.
Well, it so happens I'm going to Kempton, so I'll lay it on the course.
What's all the better? I'm really grateful to you, Dolly. See, I'm doing this for a pal of mine. He's in real trouble.
Like what?
He might lose his legs.
Barry, nice people you mix with.
Friends, Dolly. You can't disown friends. He's one of our own, old Terry.
Terry who?
Oh, you wouldn't know him. It's a guy called Terry McCann.
You say he's in trouble?
Oh, I didn't know you knew, Tel.
What's wrong with him?
It's nothing. No, I shouldn't have told you.
What's happened?
I'm sorry, but since you know him, you know what he's like.
No. No, I don't.
He's always getting into scrapes. I blame that Arthur, but he will not listen.
Just between you and me, there's a right tasty mob after him. He owes them 6K. They're after crippling him.
That one of your horses?
No, Terry, it's Nijinsky. Won the Derby, the 2,000 guineas, King George VI, Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, and St. Ledger as well.
Some fool, mate.
It's called breeding, Terry.
Listen, you don't seem too happy about our little excursion.
Don't be silly.
Have I got the wrong suit on or something?
It's smashing. Come on, let's go.
What was Barry Duncan doing here?
It's just a business call. That's not a crime, is it?
You never know with Barry, do you?
Yeah? Good friends, are you?
Friends, Barry and me? Oh, yeah. Terrific. Put me in hospital, you know, the shoulder. Then he stopped me from seeing you the other night. Apart from that, we're terrific pals, certainly.
I know all about it, Terry.
What?
You know.
No, what are you talking about?
Don't kid me.
What are you going on
You
about?
don't care, do you? Look at you. Relaxed, cool as a cucumber, sitting down.
No, I'm standing up.
Oh, well, you know what I mean.
Did he ask you for money?
It doesn't matter.
How much?
Just get in the car.
No, how much?
Enough to buy you a wheelchair.
Oh, Dolly, you're really great. You stupid cow.
It is an authentic Adam piece.
From the master's own workshop, madam.
We can vouch for that.
And you're asking 5,500.
Very rare piece.
Yes, I'm afraid so. 5,500. Oh. Excuse me, just a moment.
Have you seen Barry?
15 minutes ago, he's come up with trumps. Surprised, eh? You never know in this world.
Yeah, but he nicked it, didn't he? From a friend of mine.
It's in the bank, son.
But he thieved it.
A lot of people do. He owed me. Now he's owing a friend of yours. Now, I don't care where he got it. Finito. He's a wrong 'un. Well, look, we all duck and dive. But that Barry, he's disrupting the whole alternative economy. Cheat a bit, rob a bit, that's business. But gambling debts, that's indecent.
Barry! Oi! Come on, get up. Get up.
Why? You'll only hit me again. Ray was going to break my legs. Are you? I've owed tougher people than you, Terry.
You don't even care, do you? Why didn't you rob a bank or something?
You get nicked for that.
But why Dolly? Why her?
I like long shots. She'll get it back. Eventually.
When eventually?
I don't know. The thing is, I'm a very dishonest man.
Yeah, but of all people, Barry.
He can be very persuasive.
Of course he can be very persuasive. That's his game, isn't it?
I was trying to help you.
I don't need any help. Anyway, the one who needed help was Barry, wasn't it?
I didn't know that.
No, all right, I know. Well, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very grateful, honestly, right? I'm just not used to people doing favours for me.
No, I won't do one again, I can promise you.
No, I didn't mean that. No, I really liked it. Not £6 grand, you understand, but it's really nice to know you've got someone in your corner for once. And I tell you, I'll get it all back.
Forget it. You can buy me a drink. Sometime.
Tonight?
No. Some other night.
I was hoping we'd have quite a few nights.
No. You're troubled, Terry, aren't you?
Trouble, mate? No, you're kidding.
No. It's true, Terry. You're a nice bloke, but you're trouble, and you always will be.
I believe it. How you don't even know me.
Oh, I know I've only met you 3 days, but you've stood me up 3 times. You've been to the hospital once. You've had 2 fights. If you're not hitting people, you're chasing them. You mix with rotten people. And you're bad news, Terry.
Oh. Oh, terrific. Cheers.
You know it, don't you?
No, well, it's been a bad week.
Spare me the good weeks. Listen, I'm supposed to be a very shrewd, capable businesswoman. I just have to be more careful next time. You and me are going to be good friends. And that's it.
Good friends.
I'll still put your bets on. 1 and 2, Hackney reversed.
And I'll still pay the tax. And if I see Barry...
Oh, don't worry about him. I'll get it.
The bird bandit looks a bit downcast.
Don't you start.
Terry, you are beginning to sound more and more like Erling Dawes every day. So, you had a blank.
Just shut up, will you?
Yeah, that's her, to a T.
How'd you get on with the old Adam, then?
Oh, reasonable. Got a bit more than I gave the Irishman.
Well, he wouldn't understand, would he? Rare piece, that?
No, not that rare. I had it valued, authenticated, the whole thing.
Not $5 grand?
Eh? $5 grand? What are you talking about?
Well, I was just browsing in the antique shop, you know, Ray and Cyril were there, and,
$5 grand? You're winding me up, aren't you?
Do you want to bet? Yeah, Arthur reckons this one'll be all right.
Right. Oh, nice one. Well, I'm a loser. I'll get the booze. Points? Yeah.
Or just the after me, thanks.
Right. 2.5 a biff, pal.
Right. Listen, if anything goes wrong with this, just give it a good whack.
That's how the last one got ruined. You want a half on me?
Of course I do, yeah.
Makes me weep, Arthur.
Well, they've all got to leave home sometime, Wally. And you get no more aggravation from your Rennie.
She used to love that car. 4 times a week she'd had a vacuum cleaner in there. Now all she wants out of it is a bungalow in Eastbourne.
Well, it's going to a good home. And tomorrow morning you'll have $8 grand cash in your hand. And for a motor that only does 10 to the gallon. You think you're upset. How do you think I feel about mine? Look at it. What do you reckon?
Well, you got to be looking at 500 notes, Arthur.
Oh, come on, Wally. This is Arthur, not Simple Simon.
Inflation.
All right, I'll waive the commission on your motor and we'll call it straight.
I can't start the work, Arthur. I'm brassy. Can't you claim the insurance on this?
What, for a lamppost? 2 witnesses, 9 vodka and tonics. I wouldn't even get bail, let alone insurance.
Well, it's only a second car, isn't it?
Oh, it's all money. Here you are. Here's a ton to get started. But you've got to learn some business sense, Wally. Get investors. Use other people's money. That is what made this country great.
Yeah, tell you what. Let's make the next game a bit more interesting. You're good with the arrows. Let's have a couple of quid on it. You on, Derek?
Yeah, it's a good idea. What, £5? Couple of quid?
Well, to tell you the truth, I never play for money. And I'll tell you for why. You meet people. It's like in that film. American bloke. Paul Newman. About snooker. You know, he'd come to a place all innocent, like, and get beaten. And then soon as money was on the table, lo and behold, he'd win. Oh, you get that a lot now. Money only breeds animosity in the end.
Wally, it won't start.
Are you winding us up?
Pardon?
Look, are we having some money on this or what? You've had a drink.
Well, I'll buy a drink.
Look, what's a couple of quid? Hey, look, I'll start you off for a couple.
No, really, I don't want to. Look, tell you what. Say I played you. I'd probably start and finish a game like this. Been in the Middle East for 4 years, see? We had a lot of spare time. And all we did was play darts.
Arthur!
Sherry? Lunch?
Oh, Arthur, come in. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot all about you.
Oh.
I shouldn't make arrangements when I've had a few. I'm at the club all afternoon.
I put off a business meeting at the Hilton.
What? How's Terry?
All right.
Oh, he was so sweet to me, you know, last week. Carried me up the stairs and everything.
Yeah, I drove the car, Sherry.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And you said, let's have lunch. Something about discussing your little investments.
Did I say that to you?
Didn't you?
Oh, I must have done. Oh, working at that club's doing me no good at all. It's not that I drink a lot, it's just that the place is so dark I can never see what's in your glass.
What time do you have to go there?
2:30.
Oh, I'll give you a lift.
Hang on, Arthur, didn't we hit a lamp?
Oh, no, my car's not on the road now. I'm driving something else. Take a look out that window. I'm selling it for Wally Brabham. You'll have heard of the famous racing driver, Sir Jack Brabham.
Is it that one done up like a Christmas tree?
Customised, Sherry, customised.
Just went bump.
What are you talking about? Hey, how about a cup of coffee before we go?
OK. And Terry's well, you say?
Yeah, fine. This client of mine, Sherry, and I will not tell this to many people, 23rd in line for the accession. Could be king one day. Lord B. Big collection of motor vehicles. Need I say more?
Can't place him.
I'll drive you to work.
Oh, Arthur,
Yeah.
I think I better call the minicab.
Hey?
That's it. Oh, that's lovely. A nice, smooth follow-through. A couple of years in the Gulf would improve your game no end.
You going back there?
Well, I don't know. I had a plan when I was out there to send all my money home so my mother could buy her house. I got some happy memories, but I miss my home.
What you doing?
Standing on my head. What are you doing?
Come here.
No, hold on. Arthur Daly, Daffyd Evans. He's Welsh.
Really? Yeah, come here.
I'll see you in a minute.
Listen. Get Des and get a towing truck and go to this address. You'll find what's left of Wally Brabham's motor and tell him he'll need a spare set of wheels for a Stingray. Get it to the garage as soon as you can.
All right. He's going to need some money for it, though, isn't he?
Oh, God, yeah. He won't put the Daily Mirror down unless he's got a tenner in his hand, will he? Look, there's 25. Tell him that is to show good faith, if he knows what that means.
This is Bevin Street, eh?
That's right, yeah.
Where are you going to be?
Probably in intensive care.
Keep the streets nice and tidy, wouldn't it?
Large VAT, please, Pat.
That is Bevin Street, isn't it? Yes. Isn't that where old Sherry what's-name lives?
Who? I don't know.
Yes, you do. That's Sherry Bird, who works in the Napier Club. We drove home the other night. You dropped? Yeah. You didn't, did you? What? You've been a little rascal, ain't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a business appointment in Bevin Street and I parked the car in the only suitable place.
It's all right, Arthur, I understand.
There is nothing to understand.
That's lovely. I'm very pleased for you. Oh, sorry, Daffyd, I'll see you again, maybe.
Oh, you are for you?
Yeah, cheers.
Nice talking to you.
Oh, Mr. Rice?
Oh, yes. I put you through to the estate office.
Yes?
Arthur Daly here, Daly Holdings. I'm ringing about the customised Stingray for his lordship.
He's down in Sussex at the moment. Is the car ready?
Well, Mr. Rice, I am absolutely furious. I mean, if I tell you I am having it shipped from Scotland, and then I say British Rail, well, I bet you know what I'm going to say next. Good God. No, sorry, Mr. Rice. Look, I've got my people. They've been having a word with BR, and apparently it's stuck in a siding at Holdham. Oldham.
Hello. Des not here? No. Oh, when's he going to be back?
About a fortnight. He's in Benidorm. For his holidays. He asked me to come down and might shop for him. I thought, well, why not? Things are quiet at all. Ted Turton. Turton Trucking. Bradford.
Ah. Terry McCann, I'm a mate of Desi's. Well, listen, you couldn't pick up the motor for us, could you? It's urgent.
Sure. Do you want to go now?
Well, if you're not too busy, yeah, smashing.
OK, let's hit road. My rig's parked in next street.
Oh, we're going to need a set of wheels for a Stingray.
Now you're talking.
No, I can't look. Amazing. Taffy?
It's, David, actually.
Yeah. I would like to tell you that never in all my years in the dart world have I seen a talent like yours.
Are you involved in darts, Mr. Daly?
Daly Holdings, sports and leisure pursuits. We work with all the media people. Kent Walton, I was with him just the other day. You know, with the right sort of handling, you can make a tidy sum of money at darts.
No. I never play for money. It creates such ill feeling between people, I think.
No. You've got it all wrong, my son. It's a highly respected sport now. It's civilised. It's on BBC Two.
Oh, my gold.
Oh. Whoa. It's one swell motor. Hey. Always fancied a Yankee car when I were a kid. I loved power steering. They all drive it one-handed in America, you know.
What they do with the other one?
Just look casual. They're more laid back than we are. Do you like Elvis?
Yeah, he's all right, yeah.
Oh, some say I look a bit like him. Can't see it myself.
No. God, dear old Lord, someone's given this a right scene to, haven't they?
I bet it was kids. In America, they call this a dude's car.
In England, they call it a bleeding write-off.
Light vodka and tonic, Dave, on the phone.
There you go. Oh, a bloke phoned about some videotape. He left a number.
Oh, God. I'll call him later.
Brabham Group.
Hello, Wally, my son. It's Arthur.
Hello, Arthur. Is she sold yet?
Not quite.
Didn't he want her?
He loved her. Yeah, will love her. He wants me to drive her down to his place. Yeah, I've been invited for the weekend. I'll have the lolly for you when I get back.
Yeah, but Arthur, I could drive...
Wally, hang on a second, Wally, hang on. Yes, officer, I'll move it immediately. I'm on a double yellow line. I'll call you later.
There you go.
You're slate this one, will you, Dave?
About that machine, Arthur.
Yeah?
It never pays out. The members are starting to complain.
All right. I'll get a maintenance check done for you.
Terry?
What's wrong with Terry?
We are living in a technological age, Arthur. All Terry does is give it a right-hander.
Oh, he just had new windows fitted. Type La Cucaracha. Yeah, they're 28 quid for a start. They cost a fortune to run these. Oh, you can get into Debtsville real fast if you have one of these.
Well? Oh, look at it. Where's Des?
Yeah, he's in Benidorm on holiday. Ted's looking after the gaff.
Ted Turton. I'm a pal of Desi's.
Oh, yeah? How much?
Well, what can I say? If I can get the parts, I reckon 7 days' work should see it back on the road.
Yeah. How much?
Well, 1,000, 1,300.
Yeah, well, as I imagine you know, Mr. Durton, Des services all my company cars, so I automatically get a 20% discount. But I imagine he told you that. Anyway, you'll find it in the book.
Well, he never mentioned it, actually.
Well, that is the arrangement.
Well, there's 425 for the wheels, and so let's say, for argument's sake, 11...
Less VAT for cash.
Oh.
Get off.
Well, call it 975.
Call it 975. He's doing me a favour.
I'm afraid I'll need something up front.
Eh?
In advance.
We've already had 25 quid, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that only covered the 1201.
The what?
1201. It's a code. 1201 is towing a car in. 25 quid.
All right. Here you are, look. There's a ton.
Well, that'll not go very far.
All right. 200.
Well, if you made it 3, I could really get stuck into it. I mean, I got the wheels on account, but there's a limit to it.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. But you see, I've got a slight cash flow problem at the moment on account of being bled white by members of the motor trade, if you get my drift.
Treble 18. Double 18.
Hey, Dave, how'd you like to come in with me as his co-manager? I reckon 300 quid could buy you a piece of a future champion.
Do you know what your bar slate adds up to, Arthur?
Eh?
£94, 13 pence.
Oh, Dave, you should have said.
You're obliged if you can see some of it off, Arthur.
Tell you what, there's around 50. I'll give you the rest next week.
Thank you very much, Arthur.
Another one?
Yeah, cheers, yeah.
Right.
Lovely.
Yeah, but what's all this G&M up about he's going to make a fortune?
That lad is going to play in and win the finest darts tournament this city has ever seen. If Bob Hope can do it for golf, I can do it for darts. The Arthur Daly Pro-Am.
You gone cranky or something? I mean, what you know about darts, you could write on the back of a stamp.
You could write what anyone knows about darts on the back of a stamp. 3 arrows on a board. Not exactly nuclear physics, is it? Now, look, listen. We put up a first prize of £1,000.
I thought you had a cash flow problem.
Here you go, Terry.
Terry, you do not use your own cash. You charge 3 quid to enter. 3 quid buys you a chance to win 1,000. They'll be queuing 10 deep. We'll have at least 300 people. That's 900 quid in the bin for a start.
Yeah, but he only plays for pleasure, doesn't he? He won't play for money.
I am giving the boy a chance to make something of himself. I mean, what's he got to look forward to in Wales? The dole queue. It is at times like these, historically, that the great athletes come to the fore. Hungry fighters. There is no better time than a recession to find a boy like this.
Terry! Where's Arthur?
Arthur? Daly? Oh, I don't know, mate.
He's disappeared with my motor. I phoned the Winchester, been to his lock-up, he's vanished.
Oh, he'll be all right.
It's the motor, not Arthur, I'm worried about. I'm a bag of nerves.
Well, I'm sure your car's in good hands.
He's spending the weekend at some toff's place. Here. You don't think he could have just vanished like that Lucan geezer, do you? I mean, you read about these flash weekend parties. They get a few girls in, drugs, drink, and Bob's your uncle.
No, not Arthur. He wouldn't have the energy.
Do you like custom cars, Tel?
No, not really.
What are you doing in here, then?
Well, I say no, but there's this little Datsun, you see, that I wouldn't mind customising. But I don't know whether I like custom cars enough to customise it, if you see what I mean. Look, I'll tell you what, you go back to work and I'll find Arthur for you, all right?
I can't work. He only gave me a ton. That's gone on the new bonnet.
Yeah. Look, tell you what. Cop some of this.
Oh, no, Terry, I can't take your money.
It's Arthur's. Sort of.
You're a diamond, Terry. A real jewel.
Image, that is the name of the game. Turn round, Daff. Look at that. Goodbye, Daffyd. Hello, D'Artagnan. Do you get it, Dave? Got two meanings, you see. Dart as in darts, and dart as in D'Artagnan.
Your idea, Arthur?
Yeah.
Very subtle. Winchester Club?
If that's the bloke about the videotapes, I'm in Holland sorting it out.
Is Mr. Daly in the club today? There's a little Freddie for him.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Freddie. Where's the venue?
It's the Silver Rose Club.
Well, what's the address? Yeah. That's South London.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money changes hands, Arthur.
Yeah, but South London. All right. South London.
A lot of very wicked people, Arthur.
Any news of Wally's car? My client's getting anxious.
Yeah, be ready in a couple of days.
Oh, good. Did you get the Hawaii 5.0 synthesizer?
No, I couldn't afford it.
I sent you out with 200 quid.
Yeah, well, I had to give 100 of that to Wally Brabham, didn't I?
You don't go around giving people money.
You owe it to him.
Only on paper. Give us 5p. He owes me commission on the sale of his motor.
You haven't sold it yet.
He doesn't know that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, 5p.
Hey, come on, what's going on? Get out. Come on, get out of it. Go on. Some of your lip, bloody vandals.
How you feeling, Sunshine?
All right, like, you know, a bit nervous. I don't want to let Mr. Daly down.
No, Wally, I'm still down at his lordship's place. Yeah, what, Wally, did Terry give you the 100 quid I asked him to bring over to you? Oh, he did. Good, excellent. Negotiations for your motor. Wally, you would not believe. This is the first chance I've had to get to the telephone.
He's made me feel ambitious. He reckons I'll be good enough to play for Wales. He says the sky's the limit.
Yeah, well, it's a long way up over South London, son. Bleeding long way.
Oh, Wally, I'll have to go now. Somebody just bashed the dinner gong. See you. 42 quid for hiring a flash motor, 20 for a dart shirt, 100 here, 100 there, 100 every bloody where. I'm about as stretched as I want to be at the moment.
Yeah, it's only money, innit? And you know what God thinks about money, don't you?
Eh?
Well, you can tell by the people he gives it to.
Number 20.
Silver Rose Club is just a big boozer.
Yes?
We got a competitor.
£2. We pay 1,001 here on a straight knockout basis. One game, sudden death. If you reach the final, it's 200 for the winner, 100 for the runner-up. I'm required to tell you that no betting is allowed on the premises.
You know anybody?
Not a soul, no.
You're on when they call your number.
You all right?
1,001. I thought we'd be playing 501.
Tell me.
No, it isn't darts, Mr. Daly. You play 501 over several legs. As you know, as a game, It favours a skilled player.
Go on.
1001 is more a game of chance, like. Especially if you're a slow starter like I am.
Slow starter?
I usually need at least one game to get into my stride, so to speak. Playing one game, sudden death. Could all be over in 5 minutes.
I'll tell you what, come over here. You need some practice.
Number 21.
Right, Freddie. Where's the clever money going, eh?
Why, what's wrong with backing your lad?
He tells me he's a late starter. I hire him a motor, buy him a shirt. I'm a late starter, Mr. Daly.
Well, he'd be better off at 501, wouldn't he? Now, keep this under your hat. You see that fellow over there? They brought him in from East End. Name of Tommy. They got him down as having no chance of passing the first round. So what's a quiet 700 quid gone on from various quarters saying that he'll win the semi-finals and lose the finals? Now, that's your clever bet, Arthur. Watch that bookie. They call him the juggler.
Oh, yeah. They used to call me the Wizard of Odds. What are the odds for Tommy?
Please.
Pause.
7 to 2.
All right, tenner.
Glad you're here with me, Terry. Couple of Celts together, like.
Pardon?
McCann. Irish, isn't it?
Oh, Celts, yeah. Yeah, I'll see what you mean.
Look at that.
Number 25.
That's me. Don't worry. Just do your best. That's all anybody can ask. Almost a make maybe. Can I have a bet on him?
No, I don't think I will.
No? Well, I'm going to do a fiver. Yeah, us Celts got to stick together. Get us a lager, will you?
Celts? Half a lager, please, love.
Here we go. $99. $140. He's good, this geezer, isn't he? Nah, definitely, he's all right. Go on, my son, you can do it. 180! He's there! Come on, up the Celts!
You ready on Biff?
Do what, son? Hold on, he's down to a finish, ain't he? 115. 315, so that's 45, 70 left. 20. He needs a ball. Come on, you get that ball, Daffy. He's already done it, hasn't he? Oh, look at that. He's got the ball. Woo, little Welsh wizard. Come on, son, you've got to have a bet on him now. He's winning, isn't he?
I am not here to bet. I'm here to watch the boy's throwing action. Weigh up his potential, his response to a crowd.
You're skint, aren't you?
Don't be silly.
Winnings.
Celts. Bloody Welsh Celts.
Who are they?
I don't know, but they're working together. I put money on it. There's a Welsh kid and a bloke called Kevin. He's the one that beat Tommy in the first round.
Oh, that Tommy. I take weeks trying to get a decent price on him as a no-hoper. And when I finally manage it, that's exactly what he turns out to be. Point these two out.
Right. There. That's the Welsh one. In with Dardington on his shirt. And that's the Kevin one. Look at that. See? They're a team, Eddie.
Is Charlie still in?
Yeah.
Do you reckon either of these two could beat him?
I reckon they could both beat him.
Well, that's it, innit? If they knock Charlie out and reach the final, they'll decide who's going to win. And even with our lousy odds, they'll stitch us up. Get that Welsh over here. You get over there and have a word with Kevin. Right, I'll say this once. I represent the winner of this tournament. Now, unless you want to crawl out of here on stumps, I suggest you pack your gear and get the bus home.
Sorry, I really don't know what you mean.
This ain't a discussion, I'm telling you.
Hold on, what's occurring here?
Terry, this bloke's...
You in?
Yeah.
Both of you, out now. I don't want to see your boat or yours down here again. You want to play darts? Play at home. We're trying to make a living out of this, and your lad and the other one you got in there are a bit too good.
Hold on, what other one?
Don't give me that. Off away!
What about my coat?
Go and get it. You, go.
Come on in. What's all this about?
Nobody tries to stitch me up.
Stitch? Now you got it all wrong, pal.
I didn't get where I am by being wrong.
Where you are? A South London boozer. Hardly Al Capone, is it?
You came down here to make a few bob.
That's right.
Here. Nice dot, son.
Oh.
Well done.
Thanks very much. Thanks a lot. Here.
Now, I'd feed it,
Oh, thank you.
And what's occurring here?
Stop it! Out of it! Terry! Terry! Leave it! Terry! Get out of it!
You scum!
Why, Terry?
Pennies, that's why. Pennies!
I didn't know that was going to happen, did I?
Still going to get him on telly, are you? Introduce him to your mate, Kent Walton.
Yeah, you were quite happy when you were winning a few bob on him. I'm putting on a pro-am and I've lost my ace card.
Panic over. I don't have to have a look or anything. A few days should see it better.
I'll thank God for the National Health Service.
Come over here, Mr. Evans. I'll need a signature.
Listen, are you sure you're all right?
Not all the wild animals are in the zoo, though, are they? Human nature? My God.
I'll fill in your name and address for you.
Oh, that's all right. I can manage.
Oh, look, he's right. Look at that. Hey?
Yeah. Ambidextrous. Pick that up in the desert as well.
Oh, so you can still throw the...
Yeah.
Somebody up there likes me.
Just as well, innit? Because no one down here does. Oh, nice and warm down there. Full house.
Good.
There are only 3 more competitors, though.
3? Well, that makes only 20. I was expecting 300. What's the matter with people? Don't they want to win money anymore?
A geezer downstairs was saying there's a big tournament in Las Vegas worth 15 grand. Apparently, they're all over there.
Bloody Yanks are in on everything. Come on, you better have a word with young Daffyd. He's looking rather tense.
It's nerves, isn't it?
Well, he's not exactly match fit either, is he? Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome you all to the Arthur Daly Pro-Am Darts Tournament. 501 is the name of the game, and this is what you are all playing for. £1,000. Now, this crystal box will be placed above the bar for the duration of the tournament. And round about 6 or 7 this evening, we'll know who the lucky winner is. But I would just like to say this. This old game of darts of ours isn't only about winning. It's about the ordinary Joe coming along with his arrows in his hand and his heart full of hope, and trying to play the game.
He ain't gonna sing I Did It My Way, is he?
Sorry about the wait, but you know what these lords are like about time?
You will be paying me today, though, won't you?
When my client gets here, we'll all be paid.
OK, swell.
Arthur Daly. Oh, Mr. Rice. How nice to hear your voice. Pardon?
Well, that's handsome, isn't it? Handsome. He has my motor all this time. I borrowed money to finish his heap. Now, Reamy's found a bungalow in Eastbourne, and the whole thing's up the spout because a polo pony puts the toff in the hospital. Don't they bloody me?
He's done it. Well done, my son. Woo!
Oh, thank you.
Oh, luck, mate. Here, have a little cuff.
Thanks.
Another step nearer the final, isn't it?
Maybe.
You're talking about maybe.
Oh, I don't know, Teddy. I don't feel right. I'm not on top of my game. Some of these blokes look good, don't they?
Oh, don't worry about them. But listen, you've got to think like a winner, and you're halfway there. You think like a loser, you might as well pack up now. This is your corner talking.
I've got 2 gross ladies' tights. I can knock them out to you for... Pardon? Eh? Oh, you don't? Oh, no. Fair enough, Morris, fair enough. Oh, you're not looking for a car by any... No, you're not, no. No, OK, fine. Me? Oh, in the pink, as ever.
Terry? Telephone.
Oh, cheers. Hello?
It's me. Look, get the spare dartboards.
Hold on. Where are you?
Upstairs. Get the boards we haven't used and take them back.
What, now?
Yes, now. Get the deposit and a refund. Meet me at the lockup, and it's urgent.
All right. Keep your hair on.
Hello?
You had anyone in about my car?
Oh, it's only been out there a couple of hours, Mr. Daly.
What's it in at?
Oh, I'm trying to get you a right price. Well, you've had a bit of bad luck, so I stuck it in at 250.
Oh, my God, I said sell it, not give it away.
Well, you said a quick sale. I can put the price higher if you want.
No, leave it. Just sell the flaming thing.
OK. Have a nice day now.
The result of the draw for the semi-final is Big Bry Walsh versus Baz and D'Artagnan versus Ron Billingham of the Royal Oak.
Oh, hello? Mission Control here.
Pat, what's happening your end?
Oh, they're playing like demons. We're in the semi-finals.
What, already? Oh, God, is that the time? Who's still in?
A bloke called Baz, one called Billingham, Big Bry, and your lad is still throwing.
Is he winning?
He's 2 games in front. Oh, hang on. No, he's not. No, he is not.
Pat, what's happening?
He's 3 games up now. Oh, he's a great lad you've got there.
Yeah, better than I thought. Hey, Pat, that machine I had put in the bar for you, don't you still owe me 50 quid on that?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll deduct that from what you owe me for the hire of the room, Arthur. Is that OK?
Yeah. Fair enough, Pat. I'll be down later. See you.
What's going on?
Look, I don't suppose you've ever seen one of these before. That is an income tax form. Year ended April 1976. I had Her Majesty's Mafia around here last week. Pay up or else. Bloody liberty. Yeah, look at that. That's an order for 3,000 quid's worth of videotapes. 1,500 paid in advance. I've got a client who'll pay $5,000 for that lot. Where are they? In a customs shed at Amsterdam Airport.
Blue movies?
Certainly not. And you want to know the final coup de grace? The stab in the back? The car deal's off.
Ain't really been your week, has it, mate?
I tell you, Terry, I really believe it's cosmic.
It's what?
There's unseen hand at work in the life of Arthur Daly.
Oh, come on, don't give me all that bunny. I know you.
Look, my business is like the sea. It's all ebb and flow. Look, what I'm trying to say is the tide is out. I haven't got the prize money.
Your skin?
Embarrassed. I mean, Arthur Daly's short of £1,000. It's ridiculous. Peanuts. I've always got £1,000. I'll never move without £1,000 in cash.
Except today. Arthur?
What?
Well, if you haven't got the prize money, what's in that plastic box on Pat's bar?
7 tenors and a toilet roll.
Did you get it? It's an 108 quid. That's all I've got anywhere, right?
I won't forget this, Terry. I really won't.
Don't worry, I won't lose you.
Come on. Daffod's in the final. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's my boy.
It's him and Big Bri from Edgware.
Is that Big Bri's lot?
Yeah. Oh, well. He held firm.
What?
You and me. Against the world. Again.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for. The grand final of the Arthur Daly Pro-Am. And to those of you who didn't get this far, in the words of the bard, you can't win them all. I present, from Edgware, London, Big Bri Walsh. And from the green valleys of Cardiff, Daffyd D'Artagnan Evans. Your caller for this game, Mr. Ronnie Clark.
Best of order, please. Thank you. Big Bri to throw first. Game on.
Hey, get an iron and an ironing board, will you?
Do what?
Well, look at your money. Looks like something the cat ate.
You don't have to have it, you know.
Get the entry fees from Pat, 60 quid. All right.
45. $140.
486 quid.
What about the money in the box?
Yeah, I counted that too. Arthur Daly? Yeah, all right, Ted. What's happened? Nothing. No, don't try Monday. The car is now off the market. Because I need the money tonight, that's why. Well, that's it.
No. You better hold on there, pal. If you don't get that money tonight, they're going to pull this place apart, and us with it.
Well, there's only one place left. The place I'm making a rule never to go. My own doorstep.
Winchester Club. Hello, Arthur. How's your luck?
$180.
He's never going to do this, not with his left hand.
I said he wasn't match fit.
Come on, Daffyd. Come on, my son.
Mind the shotgun. I'm going out.
Now, if Daffyd can pull one back, he's still in with a chance here.
$140.
Woo! Up the Celts.
Terry, please.
$100.
Dave, if there had been any other way.
I know, Arthur, I know. Oh, yeah. I managed 500.
Oh, Dave, what can I say?
Oh, you could give me a receipt, Arthur.
Oh, yeah, of course.
81.
How are things going for our side?
Hello, Dave. It's not looking too good at the moment.
If our lad doesn't win this one, it's all over.
$100.
See the bookie over there?
What, the long geezer?
Yeah. Don't let him leave without seeing me first.
137.
Yeah, all right. Sorry, excuse me.
Cheers.
$120. 100. Bry, you require 4.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, Big Bry. Come on, boy.
Yes! Game match to Big Bry.
Explain later. Go and take care of Daffy. He looks disappointed. Walk this way, my son.
Thanks.
Oh, like Daffy, still, you can't win them all, can you?
I'm sorry, Terry. I let the side down.
No, of course you haven't.
If my hand heals up, I'm sure I could win for Mr. Davey.
Look, just forget that, will you? They cut your hand, next thing they break your heart. Honestly, you don't want to be mixed up with all this ducking and diving for a living. It ain't you. What you want to do is go back to Wales and tell your old mum you can beat them all up here with your left hand. She'd be proud of you.
Nice to have somebody be proud of you, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is, yeah.
Maybe you're right.
I am. I know I am, believe me. Now come and cheer up and have a cup.
Well done, Arthur. Cheers, Dave.
What's all that? Oh, I see. Why didn't you tell me?
What?
What was all that rubbish about the old firm and all that?
No, don't go on, don't go on. Look, you got your money back. Dave didn't even have to part with his. Oh, Daffy, there you are, my son. Second prize.
Oh.
And a bonus.
Thank you very much.
Funny, really, isn't it? If you won that final, my son, you wouldn't have got a penny. And I'd still be 700 quid in debt to Ted and Wally. Say nothing of the 250 I'd already given the bookie. Oh, well, it's all swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Now, hold on. Where's this 250 come into it?
That's the bet I had on Big Bry at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Odds of 15 to 2. I couldn't resist that, could I? First bet of the day.
Oh, you diddler or something. What would have happened if 2 other geezers got into the final?
We would have been on a very sticky wicket, Terry.
We?
You'll never understand, will you? It's the risk element that makes it all worthwhile. You see, some people, they go through life walking down the middle of the road. To them, that is life's highway. But that is not my way. The cliff edge is where you'll find me, taking the risks.
Good, isn't it?
As long as you keep up the payments.
Come on.
Hold on. You're going to tell me what this is all about, or what?
Told you, some kind of celebration. What's the matter? Don't you want a free lunch?
Lunch is for the middle classes. I have dinner.
Thanks ever so.
It's a pleasure, madam.
That was nice of him, wasn't it?
I ain't sure.
What a waste.
Expect his dad thinks so, yeah. Now, come on, you're going to tell me what this is all about.
Yep. Hang on. Giving up the stripping game. Gone into business for myself.
Deborah Mitchell, eh? Hairdresser, manicurist, and facials.
All private like, visiting clients in their own homes. Stuck a couple of ads in the local. Got a terrific response. Great, innit?
Yeah, well, beats digging ditches.
Beats having old men leering at you and all.
Did you know anything about that?
Trained for it when I left school, didn't I? I've got certificates and diplomas.
Funny, isn't it?
What is?
Well, I don't know. I've known you for so long, I can't imagine you doing anything else.
Guess there's quite a few things you don't know about me.
Yeah, there probably is, yeah.
Well, aren't you pleased for me?
Yeah, I think it's smashing. And that's why I'm going to buy you a meal.
No, I said my treat.
I mean it.
Macho Man time, is it?
That's right, yeah. No, I'm not having you buy me meals. Oh, I'll tell you what, though. I ain't got much dough, so if you pay for it now, I'll give you the money later, all right?
Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you.
What?
I buy lunch, you take me out tonight.
All right.
Oh, don't like that one much.
That's quite good. Me? I'll do all this brandy, all this food. Might have to have a lie down this afternoon.
I'm a beautician now, you know.
Yeah, but how can you do jury service when you got full?
What, bit of petty years ago? Don't mean a thing nowadays. Do you know, it is estimated that 1 person in 3 in this country will cop a conviction for something or other during their lifetime.
No.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're going to have to look after things while I'm away doing my bit for the cause of justice.
Like what?
Well, keep an eye on this place. Maybe punt a bit of gear. You can manage that, can't you?
Yes, I think I can manage that. You know.
Don't get lemon. I don't want any ag while I'm out of the way.
Your books are all right, aren't they?
Books? What have books got to do with it?
Well, in case the tax or the VAT men decide to have a little visit.
Terry, not those words, please. Please.
Well, they went round to see Dave a little while ago, didn't they?
No, Terry, please.
Nothing wrong, is there, Arthur?
Yeah. Half attack. half attack.
It's good, isn't it? So you're going to stand it, then?
Well, nothing to stand. Looking forward to it, as a matter of fact.
Mr. Arthur Edward Daly, Mr. Leroy Winston White, Miss April Carter.
Tell me, where'd you get that lovely tan from?
Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah, it was really nice. Yes, it was.
As each member of the jury rises to be sworn, you may challenge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The jury usher will now take the oath.
Just wants you to stay close to him while I'm busy.
Oh, why is that, Gav?
Because he's just started working out of this station. I want to know what he gets up to. His reputation has preceded him. The man is a zealot. He'd nick one of us given half a chance. Larry! I was just telling our Welsh friend here. If there's any kind of assistance you need over the next few days, he's your man. Just till you get your feet under the table. Settle in, you know.
Thank you, Alfred. I'll bear that in mind.
Arthur Edward Daly. No challenge, Your Honour.
Please read from the card.
No need, my dear. I swear by Almighty God, I will faithfully try the several issues joined between our sovereign lady, Queen, and a defendant, and give a true verdict according to the evidence.
You haven't served on a jury before, have you, Mr. Daly?
No, my lord, but having heard the oath 5 times, what you might call a retentive memory.
It's a refreshing facility.
Thank you, my lord.
All right, you may sit down.
Thank you, my lord.
Leroy Winston White. Do you have many male clients, Deborah?
Oh, yeah, loads.
Ah, I just wondered. I mean, it's the first time I've, well, had this sort of thing.
Really? You'll be surprised. A lot of gentlemen have it done at home.
Oh, you make it sound rather naughty.
Do I? Nothing naughty about it, Mr. Parsons.
Now, you've got to take a mature attitude over this sort of thing, Joe. I mean, what's a bit of gear? Everybody has to do a bit of ducking and diving these days, life being what it is.
Yeah.
Let him who lobs the first stone. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll take your point, Arthur. Yeah. Take your point.
We'll take that bit of verbal the police shoved in. I mean, who'd have thought for a
Well. If it isn't the bold Arthur.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Chisholm. Business acquaintance, Joe. I'll see you inside.
Oh, right, Arthur, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Well, they keeping you busy, Mr. Chisholm?
What are you doing here, Arthur? Up on one, are you?
Me? No. You know me, Mr. Chisholm. I'll keep well away from villainy. No. I've just had lunch break. I'm doing jury service.
Jury service? You?
A few misdemeanours in the dim and distant past do not disqualify me.
They must be more desperate for bodies than I thought to let you through.
Uncalled for, Mr. Chisholm. Uncalled for. I'm a law-abiding citizen serving my Queen and country.
What court are you in, anyway?
4.
4?
Yeah, it's very interesting, actually. But the prosecution don't seem to have a very strong case. Well, I can't talk about it, you understand. You all right, Mr. Chisholm?
Identify them as the same garments you found hidden in the defendant's flat.
With respect, Your Honour, the witness has made no mention of the garments being hidden in the flat.
Well, as I understand it, Mr. Nottick, there is no dispute that the garments in evidence are part of the stolen consignment.
That is so, Your Honour.
Well, then I cannot see what possible difference it makes whether they were hidden or not. They were there, and that is not in dispute.
Indeed, Your Honour, but with respect, it is a question of implication.
Mr. Notting, the garments were found in the defendant's flat. That is a fact. This is not a seminar on semantics.
As you wish, Your Honour.
You're a very attractive young lady, if I may say so.
Thank you.
I suppose all your male clients make the same observation.
Nice place you got here. You lived here long?
Yes. Yes, I suppose I have. Deborah, I don't suppose...
What, Mr. Parsons?
I mean, is this the extent of your services?
Afraid so. It's all I'm really qualified for, you see.
Oh, well, perhaps you ought to consider extending your repertoire. Like, I don't know, personal massage, that sort of thing. I'm sure it would pay well. Oh!
Sorry, Mr. Parsons, you sort of distracted me.
It was at this point I arrested the defendant, charged him with the offence of handling stolen goods.
And did he make a reply?
He did, sir.
And that was?
He said, "This is a right fit-up. I had nothing to do with it. Ask my mum."
Ask my mum. I see.
Yes, Mr.
Daly, Your Lordship. Arthur Edward Daly.
Yes, Mr. Daly, what is it?
A point of clarification, Your Lordship. The term fit-up, I think I heard it used recently in a television documentary concerned with police malpractice. Would I be correct in assuming that it means corruptly falsifying the evidence against the innocent?
You would indeed, Mr. Daly. And while it is commendable to concern yourself with detail, I would remind you that it is customary for members of the jury to sit, listen, and absorb the evidence, and not to interrupt the proceedings. I hope I make myself clear.
Perfectly, Your Lordship, my worship.
You sure you won't change your mind, Deborah?
Sorry, Mr. Parsons, nothing personal, but it's like I said, I'm only qualified in certain things.
But what if I were to say that...
What was that?
I don't know. You better wait here. I'll go and find out.
Got it. There you are.
The door.
The door! It was a lady. She got away.
All right. Don't panic. She's only left a calling card.
Right. Well, let's get out of here before she finds the old
All
bill.
right. Come on.
I bet Chisholm was well pleased.
You should have seen his face, sick as a parrot.
Yeah, I used to think I was a parrot.
But I'm all right now.
I used to think I was a parrot.
But I'm all right now.
I used to think I was
all right, Dave, all right.
Yeah, well, I don't think you ought to upset Chisholm, do you?
No, bloody right. The last time he did, I ended up in the dock. Remember?
Oh, yeah, another drink, anyone?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'll tell you what, though. I've got a little dinner date later on.
Terry, now you know me, generous to a fault. If it was for something sensible, like a new pair of shoes, I would gladly let you have the money. But to blow on a bird like that...
Bird like what?
Bird like who? That stripper bird, you know.
Yeah, and she's got a name, you know, Debbie.
He's only trying to get into me for 30 sols to take her out. Tell him, Dave, will you?
Well... No, you tell me.
All right, Terence, all right. No need for aggression. I am simply questioning the logic of you getting yourself into debt for a girl you don't need to spend money on. Dave knows what I mean, don't you, Dave? No. Oh.
Now, listen, you, just because she's done a bit of stripping don't mean to say she's a slag. And it don't mean she can be treated like one either, got it?
Oh, very touchy, aren't we?
Yeah.
Ain't you never heard of romance, Arthur?
Oh, like that, is it?
No, it's not like that.
Look, Arthur, you still haven't told us about that court case.
Love to, Dave. Taking the oath, haven't I?
Oh, my God.
Mustn't discuss it with anyone outside the jury room. The fellow in the Father Christmas gear made that very clear. A man's very liberty could hang in the balance if I, or any one of those 11 other good men and true, betray that sacred trust. Geezer up for receiving clobber. Part of a lorry load. Seems like a nice boy.
Has he got any chance?
Not on the evidence so far. But that is no reason why he shouldn't be given the benefit of the doubt, Dave, is it?
Of course not, Arthur.
Look, listen, are you going to lend me that dough or not?
Look, Terry, I've stated my situation on that.
No, look, while you're busy upholding justice, you want me to look after the shop.
That is something entirely different. That is a business arrangement.
Yeah. And part of that business arrangement is I'm on wages, so I want a sub now.
Here you are, there's a score. That is all the market can bear.
Generous to a fault, he says. I'm off for a see you.
Well, you might at least buy us a drink now you're holding folding.
I think you've upset him.
Me? How?
Looks like the safe's been emptied, Gaff. Oh, my God. You have anything of great value in it, did you, sir?
Of course I bloody did. What do you think a safe's for?
Debbie ain't been robbed, has she? Well, has she?
Where were you at 5 p.m. yesterday, McCann?
No, mate, no. I'm not getting involved in any interrogation till I know what's going on, right?
Still on a suspended for shoplifting, I see.
Now, leave it out. That was a right fit-up, and he knows it.
Oh, really? It's pathetic how often you villains use that excuse these days. Yeah. Where were you yesterday, around 5?
I don't know. Now, as it happens, I do know. I was doing some work for a mate of mine.
Name of this mate?
It was Arthur, wasn't it? Mr. Arthur Daly.
No, there's Arthur Daly, do we, James?
Oh, we know him, aye. But you wouldn't get involved in anything like this.
Like what?
That remains to be seen, doesn't it?
So, following your raid on my client's flat and the subsequent surveillance on those premises, he never once returned. Is that correct?
Well, we never saw him.
Did you try and locate him elsewhere?
We made inquiries, yes.
But failed to find him?
That is correct, sir.
In fact, it was something like a fortnight later, was it not, when Mr. Smith, of his own volition, arrived at the police station to inquire as to why you were looking for him.
With his lawyer, yes.
A normal precaution any sensible person would take under the circumstances, is it not?
That would depend upon your point of view, I suppose.
I suggest to you that anyone who has anything to hide, especially from the police, would not arrive on their doorstep to volunteer a statement.
You might call it a statement, sir. I would say it was a story more suitable as a Walt Disney fantasy.
Sergeant Chisholm, you know better than to make a remark like that.
I'm sorry, Your Honour.
What you reckon?
Well, she's got to come home sometime.
Shall we hang about?
Yeah, could do.
Well, she probably didn't even report it.
Well, she got a good look at us both. Do you want to risk it?
Nah.
Right, then get in.
Oh, this is bleeding ridiculous. All it is a lockup, right, where he keeps a few bits and pieces. I mean, he needs it. I mean, he's in trading, isn't he? Well, it's all legit and above board, isn't it, Mr. Jones?
How would I know, Terry?
Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Thanks a million, pal. God, dear.
Do you seriously expect the jury to believe that you met a man in a pub This elusive Scouse Billy, a man who you yourself say you hadn't seen in over 20 years, and said that he could stay in your flat while you were going off.
But that's the truth. On my granny's eyesight.
The standard oath will suffice, Mr. Smith.
Well, leaving aside this preposterous alibi of yours for the moment, do you make a habit of letting out your flat to comparative strangers, Mr. Smith?
Not if I can help it. Too many thieves about, innit?
Silence. This is not a music hall, Smith. Any more facetious remarks like that, and I shall hold you in contempt of court.
Sorry, my lord. I ain't trying to be funny. I mean, I'm right on offer here, ain't I?
On offer? Never mind, answer the question.
What question was that, my lord?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Very nice. Very interesting.
It's all legit. Arthur's got some receipts somewhere, hold on. Now, well, I don't know where he keeps them. He's probably taken them home or something.
Tell me, where precisely at this moment in time is this friend of yours, Arthur Daly?
As a matter of fact, he's in court. On jury service.
Jury service, really?
Yes, really.
I hardly believe it myself, Gav. I mean, it can't be right, can it?
Right. Right? Of course it's not bloody right. It's the system. A system I'm seriously beginning to believe is conspiring against me personally. What have I done? Why me? Why me?
No good getting paranoid about it, is there?
Paranoid? Who's been saying I'm getting paranoid? Who? Come on, who?
Oh, not me, Gav. Not me.
I want to ask you something. It's a serious question. Do you think it's possible to be haunted by someone when they're still alive?
Well, if it's Arthur Daly you're talking about, I've got some news you might be interested in.
Be upstanding for His Honour.
Going on a bit, isn't it? I don't suppose you'd like to join Joe and me for a drink across at the... No, you probably prefer tea. Takeaway?
Let me get this right. There's a tie-up, and the victim is a jeweller claiming a 20 grand loss.
That's right.
And the girl Soames thinks set it up is a friend of Terry McCann's.
That's right.
It's a conspiracy. It is.
Well, that's what Sergeant Soames thinks. But I can't see McCann getting
I'm
involved.
not talking about that. I'm talking about the conspiracy against me.
Oh.
I know it.
What you fancy? Governor? We have a log and for what?
She came in here looking upset. I can see why now. All I could tell her was you might be down to lock up or at home. Well, she reckoned she tried that. Then she left. Have you tried ringing her place?
Yeah, I've tried that. There's no joy at all. Listen, give us your dog, will you? I'll try again.
Here you go.
Cheers, Dave.
I'll do it.
Get out of the way! Out the front!
Can't find her. Oh, she must have scarted. Are you bleeding? Well, I cut my hand, you prat. Come on, get back to the flat.
Zeb, you're not that hungry, are you?
Oh, Tone, let's borrow your phone.
Yeah, of course not.
Oh, thanks ever so.
Winchester Club? Here. Yeah, well, hang on, he's right here. Terry, it's Debbie. It's nice, don't you?
Hello? Yes, mate, sorry. What? Now, listen, calm down. Where are you? Right, well, just stay there. No, I'll be there as soon as I can. No, it won't take long. Just keep calm, all right? I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, ta-ra. Cheers, Dave. I'll see you.
Terry.
I'll see you later.
Terry.
Are you deaf or something? I'll see you later.
First the police accused me of being involved, and now this. What am I gonna do?
You're going to come back in my gaff, and you're going to wait there till I sort it out, all right?
How are you gonna sort it out?
Well, I know a few faces. I'll ask around, see if someone can put me in touch with these two merchants.
No, Terry, you mustn't get involved.
I'm already involved. That lemon who pulled you thinks I'm part of the plot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, had me down the nick all morning.
I was there all night.
It's given Arthur Slaughter a spin and all. God knows what he's going to say. Ta-ra, thanks a lot, mate. Ta-ra, ta-ra, see you later.
That's how it is, oh no.
Dave, tell me it's not true. Tell me you're at the wind-up.
What do I tell you porkies about a thing like that, Arthur?
Did they find anything? You know, take anything?
Take anything?
The old bill at the lockup?
I think so.
Oh, thank God for that. I better get over there and check.
Hey, look, Arthur, Terry and Debbie are in...
Chisholm's behind this, you mark my words. This is pure malice. He is doing this to me.
Arthur...
You see what happens when I'm not around to look after things?
Yeah, well, considering that...
I warned Terry not to get involved with a bird of that sort. Now, you can bear me out on that, Dave.
Look, Arthur, Terry and Debbie look like getting fitted for a robbery I had nothing to do with. And all you can do is moan about being spun. They could be in serious trouble.
I could be in serious trouble if Plod decides they want to see some receipts for goods various.
Nevertheless,
But you're quite right, Dave. You're quite right. But what can I do? On top of all this ag, I am in the middle of deciding a man's fate. Aren't I?
You are wonderful. You know that.
Listen, do you want a drink or something?
I'd rather have a cup of tea, Tel. What if we went down there together to the police station and tell them what has happened?
Do you think he believed that any more than he believed that other story of yours, eh? I tell you, this Soames geezer makes Chisholm look like a welfare worker.
Well, let's tell him then, Chisholm.
No, I don't think that'd be awfully good timing. You see, he's working on the case that Arthur's trying.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Then what are we going to do?
We're going to have a cup of tea, aren't we? Oh, my God. It's all gone.
Well, you seem to work all right under pressure.
Yeah, I see what I mean about nervous energy now.
Wish I didn't like you so much.
Hey?
Maybe I could fall in love with you.
What, ruin a perfect relationship? No, shut up. Don't worry, it's only Arthur and he can't get in.
Terry, I want a word with you. I know you're in there because I can see you. Terry, I want a word with you about my stock. It's gone, all gone. What have you been up to?
Hold on, I'll get rid of him.
Terry.
Now, second thoughts, who needs any more aggravation, eh? Come here.
Terry, come on. Terry.
Mr. Chisholm.
Go away, Arthur.
Go away? The whole of my stock confiscated? That is a gross infringement of my civil rights.
I'll tell you what this is, Arthur. It's a gross breach of court rules. I'm the prosecuting officer in this case. I shouldn't even be seen sneering at you from across the street.
I am a citizen, presently employed by the state in a quest for justice, and I ain't getting none. It's diabolical. Ain't there no code of conduct no more?
One more word, Arthur. One more, I'll have you done for contempt, and I mean it.
Oh, be reasonable, Mr. Chisholm. Look, it's my living.
The other one was shorter, about 30, blonde hair.
More mousy brown, actually.
Oh, well, apparently
Oh, with
it's...
the tash as well.
Yeah, it's more mousy brown in the hair and he's got a moustache. Yeah. Yeah, well, if you can, mate, I'd appreciate it. No, don't go out your way. I mean, just keep your ears and eyes open. Yeah, cheers, Bill. Yeah, I'll see. Yeah, you never know. I might get down there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try. Yeah, tell her, mate. Bye.
Terry, it's hopeless.
Give it a chance. A few more faces I can get hold of yet.
They had me going through the mugshots down at the station. I couldn't see anyone who even looked like them. Maybe they're not known villains.
Not all known villains have form, do they? Now, listen, I want you to stay here while I do a bit of snooping about.
Why do I have to? I was hoping to go back to the flat, get a change of clothes at least.
Now, what happens if those two loons turn up again? Anyway, you ain't got a car, have you?
Well, I thought maybe you could take me.
Oh, yeah, all right then.
Well, I suppose the first thing is to choose a foreman.
Yes, that is the usual, normal procedure. Yeah, how about you, mate? No? No?
What about you, Arthur? I mean, you seem to have some idea, you know, the way you handled that oath and that. I mean, why don't you do it?
Oh, well, I don't know. Oh, all right, all right. As a matter of fact, I do have a certain working knowledge of the law.
Yeah, well, no one objects, do they?
No, let's just get on with it, shall we?
Well, what's the procedure? Do we just vote or what?
Just vote?
Well, the man's clearly guilty. You've only got to look at his face.
Madam, with respect, a man's boat is hardly a reasonable foundation on which to base a conviction.
Bloody right.
What is boat? I do not understand.
Boat race, madam. But look, let me just say this. As the duly elected foreman of this jury, I need hardly remind you that it is our sworn duty to weigh the evidence, balance the scales of justice, free ourselves from the constraints of prejudice and blind emotion, and arrive at a true and honest verdict in accordance with the facts. Thank you.
Very good, isn't it? Well, that's perfectly true, Mr.
But Daly, Miss Arthur Daly. And you are?
Oh, Miss Carol Dalston, actually.
Oh, well, Carol. Oh, I can call you Carol, can't I?
Oh, yes, if you like.
Oh, I think first name's the best, don't you? It makes it all much cosier.
Yeah, that's right, Arthur. Yeah.
Well, Carol?
Well, it just seemed to me that it might be a good idea to start off with a show of hands, to begin with.
I agree. At least we can see how we all stand before we start arguing the pros and cons. Sorry.
No, you were quite right. I was about to make the same suggestion myself. Is everyone in agreement? Very well. All those present here who think, without so much as a discussion, mind you, that the defendant is guilty, raise their right hand.
Not a very convincing story, would you say, James? Both the doors are smashed, Gav.
Very observant, Jones.
And we didn't do it.
Tell me, did you intend withholding this bit of so-called information?
No. We were going to report it and then you turned up, right, Deb?
Right.
Even though it happened yesterday?
Yeah, well, Deb was upset, wasn't she? She was confused by what you did to her. Needed a bit of time to think, isn't that right, Deb?
Yes, right?
What is this, a double act? You do know, of course, that withholding information of a crime is a crime itself.
Don't you ever stop. Listen, she's told you all she knows, I've told you all I know, right? Now, why don't you stop agging us and get onto the cranks who did this? Hold on. You need a warrant before you get invited in here.
It's official.
I must say, as a witness, the mother wasn't very convincing.
Even less than the defendant, if that's possible.
That's right.
Not convincing? That sweet little old lady?
But she couldn't answer the questions about camping equipment. I've done a bit of it myself, you know.
The old dear was under oath, wasn't she? And let me tell you, when you are that age, you are too near the other side to tell porkies. As if the old dear would perjure herself.
Well, she is the defendant's mother.
I have small Chinese takeaway restaurant. All family work together. It's good.
Oh, it's very profound, very relevant.
Excuse me.
Yes, Carol?
Well, I do think Arthur has a point. I mean, there was no direct evidence to contradict his alibi, was there?
Exactly, my dear, exactly. And remember his lordship's direction. If there is the slightest element of doubt in the issue before us, the defendant must be given a benefit, right?
Well, that's true.
Look, I think the guy was lying to him teeth. But it's cool. We all dig, right? So, I feel, say, we should have groove in with the foreman here and give him the benefit. What you say, sister?
That's right. I mean, you've got to play the white man, ain't you?
Yeah, well, it's right, though, isn't it? I mean...
Satisfied?
Well, let me tell you the scenario the way I see it, McCann. You and this lady here work out a little scheme whereby, posing as some sort of phony beautician, she's able to enter...
Yeah, she's got diplomas.
Posing as some sort of phony beautician, she's able to enter the homes of innocent victims. A worthy target is then selected, and along with a as-yet unknown accomplice, you raid the place. How's that for starters?
Diabolical. Look, would she leave her name and address on a business card if that was the case, eh?
I deal with a lot of 4th Division villains, McCann. It's depressing how many of them make the most rudimentary mistakes.
Yeah, but that would be downright stupid, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
This is my appointments diary. Why don't you get in touch with the clients I've visited and check whether they've been robbed? That should prove that me and Terry ain't up to what you say.
And if any of them have?
Leave off.
To continue. You, Miss Mitchell, then try to cover yourself by reporting the robbery. However, when you fail in that little ploy, you get hold of McCann here, and you invent this ludicrous story about villains breaking in and threatening you.
But it's true!
It's pathetic. That's what it is. Come on, Jones.
Can't you find the door by yourself?
And I shall take great pleasure in nicking you both. Soon.
This is absurd. If you accept this preposterous alibi, then you must also accept that he's innocent. Good God, the clothes were found in his flat. Of course he had something to do with the stealing or receiving of them.
Yeah, well, you're forgetting about Scouse Billy, the mate he lent the flat to.
Oh, yes. This mysterious Liverpudlian, whom no one except the defendant has ever seen or heard of.
Look, it stands to reason a man's not going to come forward and confess, is he?
That's because he never existed in the first place.
Of course he doesn't. It's an insult to the intelligence.
Precisely.
Look, are you trying to say you've never met an old friend from the past? An acquaintance from yesteryear? Had a drink, reminisced, shed a tear of nostalgia for the old days?
I expect we all bump into old acquaintances from time to time, but I, for one, do not hand over the keys to my house and say, go on, live there. Use it as a warehouse for stolen property.
All right, so this Scouse Billy took a liberty. I mean, that's the point, isn't it? I know plenty of geezers pull a stroke like that.
Yes, I rather suspect you do.
Well, don't you come that snobby bourgeois crap with me, mate. I mean, the trouble with people like you is you live in a middle-class ghetto and you don't get to meet the real people, do you?
Right, right. Old Chinese proverbs say, man with no shoes must weep for a man with no feet.
Hope you don't mind, only I've got to get this finished. It's my Albert's birthday tomorrow.
Hey, Tel, that's him in the red car.
Oh, Bill.
Could be.
It is! Put your toe down!
God, you all right, Tel?
Yeah, remember that number. XMF 353N. XMF 353N. Got it? XMF 353N. Come on, let's go.
Oh, God.
I see. Now you're saying that a police officer who has probably had years of devoted service to the community to his credit was lying under oath.
No, not lying exactly. No, what I was suggesting was, well, you saw his eyes. Very shifty indeed. I mean, let's call it an exaggeration, an embellishment of the true facts in an excessive desire to get on in the job. I mean, quite understandable. I mean, crime rate rising, clean-up rate falling. Now, believe me, convictions are very important to an ambitious and ruthless guardian of the law. Stand on me, I know. I mean, you saw him in the box. All them little hesitations and them furtive glances. Dead giveaway, in my opinion.
I've never heard such balderdash.
Madam, ask yourself this question. Is he a sort of man from whom you'd like to buy a second-hand lawnmower?
Hello, sir. Dave?
Terry, Debbie, we ain't open yet, but if you need a drink that
No,
bad...
it's all right. No. I want a favour. Look, I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't important, right? But you've got a brother-in-law who's a cozzer down at Hendon.
Oh, no, Charles, no way.
No, listen, hear me out. It's to do with this aggro that Debbie and me are getting. Look, it'd get us right out of stock, honest.
What is it?
I just want a car registration checked. Name and address of the owner.
Terry, have you any idea of the domestic aggravation I get asking that Ponce for a favour? I'll have to have him and my sister over for dinner, and that's just for asking.
Please, Dave.
When the prosecution asked him what his occupation was, he said coronation programme seller. I mean, for God's sake.
That was his little joke, that's all. Nerves. They're funny things, nerves. Affect different people in different ways.
Yeah, that's true. Me, I sweat a lot.
How charming.
What about you, miss?
Well, actually, I sort of get a rash around here.
Oh, they're nasty.
It's scratching with me. I always start to scratch. Drives my Albert mad, it does.
Mr. Ling, how about you? Do people of the Oriental persuasion suffer with nerves?
With respect to honorable gentlemen, I try to mind my own business. When in Rome, do not be a Christian.
This is ridiculous. We're trying to reach a verdict here, not discussing nervous manifestations.
Do you think we could ask the usher for some tea?
Mr. Ling, would you mind repeating that?
Yes, I understand. But look, if you can see your way just this once, yeah? Yeah, of course, no further. And look, Bob, while we're on, you must come over to dinner one day. You're free Sunday? Oh, well, great. Yeah, sure. Lovely. Joyce would love that, I know. All right. Yeah, thanks. What a cruel lamb. He's going to ring back in 5 minutes.
Oh, cheers, Dave.
You want some advice? Give it the old Bill. Let him sort it.
You haven't met Sergeant Soames, have you? Now, listen, if this all works out, I want you to stay with Dave. Is that all right?
Terry!
No, don't argue. I just want you to stay here.
But ask yourself this. Can we, dare we do that here? In the very nucleus, the heart of British justice, the jury room? I think not. Out there is a fellow human being whose very future hangs on our decision. Not to mention his own mum, who's dependent on him. It is frightening, but it is a challenge. And I know you will all be with me when I say it is a challenge we must not shirk.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for a man called Roberts. I thought you lived here.
Yes, he does, but he's not in at the moment. He's at work. Oh. It's, if you go further right down there, there's a sort of yard that lies just back off the road. You can't miss it. All right?
Yeah, thanks very much.
Well, that's an improvement anyway, isn't it?
This is getting quite impossible.
It is time I'm getting back to my shop.
Really, I mean, I've got 6 for dinner. It's terrible.
No, I can't, Dave. I can't do that.
Yes, you can do. Look, you can still make out the address from the impression. Sometimes even a minder needs minding.
I don't know.
Since you are unable to agree on a verdict, the time has come for me to instruct you that the court will now accept a majority verdict of not less than 10-2.
I want a word with you two scumbags.
I think the man wants his lips retreated, Harry.
Oh, yes, son.
You like hospital food? Come on!
Honest, that's the address of one of the blokes, honest.
Where'd you get hold of this?
Oh, for Christ's sake, does it matter? They tried to run Terry over.
For all I know, this could be another of your little concoctions.
Except this time you can check it out.
There's another one in there. Deb.
Oi, I haven't finished with you yet.
You want to bet?
But are you sure? I mean, isn't there some lurking iota of doubt? I mean, just a little one. No, I don't want to influence you. I mean, it's you who have to live with your conscience, not me.
I am perfectly certain, thank you. And you and your ridiculous rhetoric will not make me change my mind, even if we sit here all night.
And that goes for me also.
And you, madam?
Yeah, why's she holding out? She ain't hardly said a word since we started.
Madam?
Oh, he's guilty, all right. Tried to fug my Albert one of them jackets, didn't he?
Good God, woman, are you saying you know the defendant?
Yeah, lives in the next street, don't he? Always been a bit of a rogue as Johnny Smith. I told my Albert, I said, don't you have anything to do with him. He'll only get you into trouble.
There is a popular myth that handling stolen property is somehow less serious than theft, Smith. It is not one that I subscribe to. If there were no handlers, there would be far fewer thieves. And yet here you are before this court again, with an appalling record of similar offences, having been found guilty, quite properly, in my opinion, on counts 1 and 2. Is there anything you wish to say before I pronounce sentence?
Does this mean, my lord, that I won't be able to go camping with my mum next year?
I know what you're thinking, Mr. Chisholm, but you are wrong. I was with you from the off. I stood alone in there. It was 11 for acquittal when we started. 11. But I held out for justice. I had to put up a terrible battle against ignorance and prejudice. I really did, Mr. Chisholm.
Leave me alone, Arthur, please.
You must be feeling on top of the world, eh? Bit of promotion, I shouldn't wonder. Nice conviction under your belt. Now, look, I do not want thanking. Please don't think that. No, no, no. The man was guilty. I could do no more. Funny, isn't it? Here we are discussing justice. I wonder, would there be any chance of you having a word with someone about my bit of gear? I mean, if I could just get... No, look, I know I went off before, Mr. Chisholm, but that was the shock, you see. It was... Mr. Chisholm, please, look, let me carry your case, please. Bereft and bankrupt you've made me. I only asked you to look after the shop, keep an eye on things. Look at it. A desert where there was once an oasis. I had a cotchel of Italian custom-made shoes there, imported from Taiwan. Have you any idea what they stood me in? Boots. Don't make jokes, Terry, don't make jokes. This is no time for frivolous jollities. And there, 64 boxes of the best scotch, which incidentally have slightly misleading labels. So what do I tell them? Printer's error?
So sue me.
Oh, don't compound your gross dereliction of duty by taking that attitude, my son. You may be nearer the mark than you think. I can get all this up before the Industrial Compensations Board.
Oh, don't talk so bleeding stupid, Arthur.
You're forgetting I know a little about the law. Tragic loss of livelihood due to the totally inept management of the duly delegated officer of the company. After I've had a few receipts printed to cover myself, that is.
Oi, you. Now, I have been beaten up. I've been nearly fitted up. So do you know what you can do with your problems? You can stuff them up your...